the booze.
Welcome, everybody, to the MSC Pro Football Weekly. I'm your host, Dan Murphy, alongside my co-host, Dustin Whitehead, Lawrence Reduce. And guys, it is draft night. It is the first round of the NFL draft tonight, Thursday night. And how you guys doing? You guys ready for the draft?
I am ready to go full crash out mode.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to seeing what our favorite teams do. I kind of assume, I don't know, the vibe feels like both of our teams could either move up or down. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, a lot of rumors. And Dustin, we were talking about a little bit before we jumped on here. What are some things you've been hearing in terms of the Lions, today or the last couple of days about some things that they might do, some people they might draft, and possibly maybe even moving up?
Yeah, just with all the articles and everything, everyone's pinpointed the Lions as the team that needs a tackle, right? So they're talking about teams wanting to jump them, or maybe the Lions even moving up. But I don't know if I exactly think that if they move up, I mean, I feel like there's enough tackle depth that someone would fall in their lap, right? But I don't know if there's enough edge rusher top end depth to where one of those would fall in their lap. So maybe that's what they're looking to do.
Well, what do you think if an edge rusher happens to fall? How far does he have to fall to before the Lions even think about kind of moving up? Because do they have the ammunition to even do it?
They probably have to give up a future first, maybe a second. Like they have to give up something. Like we were talking about before the show. I mean, I could see like maybe the Cardinals want to do like a double trade down, and like they trade down with the Saints, and then they trade down again, and just accumulate assets. I mean, there's lots of options. Hopefully, it's not a boring draft. I mean, I want to throw the stat out there that I heard. The GM of the Saints has done 25 trades since he's been the GM since 2008. He's never traded down once. That was an incredible stat.
That's crazy. Never traded down once. 25 trades, never traded down once.
Never once. I was like,
that's wild. You would think there would be at least one or two situations where he's just kind of sitting there like, don't love how the board's falling. Let's move down a little bit.
I guess that's how he runs that team, though, if you think about it. Like they're always doing max dollar, max renegotiation, trying to get guys that he wants. But I don't know. I just thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, that is wild. Lawrence, how about your team? I know you were going at it in our group chat, saying you might crash out tonight with your Cowboys. So what's going on with your Cowboys over there?
They've been kind of all over the spectrum today, watching their pre-draft press conference and then just kind of gathering tidbits from the local media there.
I don't know if
it can go anywhere between drafting or trading up to draft a wide receiver like Jordan Tyson, which not for me, or trading up to draft someone like Sonny Styles, or just the reverse, trading back, using these picks for actually accomplished players from other teams. So Cowboy-wise, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going on. The whole wide receiver thing with Pickens and the possible of not signing him to an extension, which Steven came out and said there's not going to be an extension this year. He's going to play on the tag, and that's it. So, knowing his agent, does that mean he's going to ask to be traded? Is he going to play on the year and just hope he can earn the next contract and leave Dallas? Given those kind of parameters, at that point, if I'm the Cowboys, I do have to look at drafting a receiver because I'm not losing Pickens for nothing. Yeah. So, it can be an interesting night.
I kind of tossed it out there, but do you think that – sorry, I tossed it out to you in the chat, but do you think if, he plays on the tag this year and he has an amazing year, you think next year they might just be like, let's trade Lamb and pay him? Or you don't think that's a possibility?
I don't think that's possible.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean, anything is possible given the Cowboys, but CD is an owner's favorite, so I don't see that, man.
Well, where are you leaning, Lawrence, in terms of, if the draft were to work perfectly for you tonight in the first round for your Cowboys, where are you thinking?
At 12, I would end up with Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU. And then at 20, someone that we didn't touch on when we did the mock draft the other night, but someone who just kind of watching tape and gathering information from other people, Malachi Lawrence, the edge out of UCF, would be a pick for me. Like, I know there's been a lot of talk of someone like Keldrick Falk, but if it's between those two guys, I'd rather have Malachi Lawrence.
And how about you, Dustin? You talked about some of the rumors with the Lions and some things maybe moving up, moving back, possible players they might pick. But for you personally, who's the key player you want, or maybe a couple players that they're kind of in that grouping that you like?
Yeah, no, like I said in the mock draft show, I think I want the upside of Freeling. He doesn't have to start right away. You paid Larry Borum, I think. Like I said, $5 million. It wasn't a vet minimum deal. They must believe that he has some sort of ability to play. So if you need to develop Freeling, I like that better than picking more of like a plug and play. Oh, he's the 17th best tackle in football on the right side or something. But then again, with the way this draft's talked about, maybe that's worth taking the Blake Miller at 17. I know he didn't end up going in our mock, but he's a guy that played all 4 years at Clemson and is, from all accounts, got that grit. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I want Monroe Freeling. That's the guy I want the Lions to get. But more than anything else, if we're just looking at terms of position, I want them to come out of this draft with a tackle, out of this first round with a tackle. If it means moving up a couple spots, so be it. Obviously, I don't want to give up 2 first-round picks, or anything, anything insane. But I do want them to get out of this first round with a pick, with a tackle in this first round. So we'll see how it goes when it gets to the Lions. But right now, the Raiders are on the clock, and I think it's probably a foregone conclusion with these guys. And Dustin, you're going to be probably the first one of the 3 of us to get the announcements when they come through. So we'll have you jump in. You can interrupt me anytime when the draft pick comes through. But we got the Raiders pick, or the Raiders graphic up here. Obviously, we talked about all 32 teams last a few days ago when we did this mock draft. But Lawrence, just jump in here a little bit. Talk a little bit about the Raiders and kind of their off season. And I obviously foregone conclusion they're going to take Mendoza, but just talk about them a little bit in their off season.
Well, before I start that, this is, if there's any annoying part about the draft, is when these teams know who they're going to take, they take the full time. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're number one, like you're not going to get the last second trade deal.
Right.
Like, you've had months to do this. So,
but we kind of touched base when we did a show, a couple months ago or a month ago, when where the whole Max Crosby thing kind of exploded. And honestly, at this point, it could be a happy accident, because I think the Raiders, given who they've added through free agency, about to draft Mendoza, it could be a good year for the Raiders. I mean, it's just happy accidents happen sometimes, and I think that was one of them.
What do you think, Dustin? What do you think about the Raiders this offseason?
I like the moves that they made, honestly. I really would have liked if they got the 14th pick. I think that guard from Penn State was just feels like the perfect fit for them, just how they attack the offseason. But it doesn't hurt to have Max Crosby still on your team. I'd say obviously Linderbaum's probably my favorite signing that they made. He's, like I said, if he's not the best center, he's number 2 at worst. So a lot of talent, a very talented player. So those don't always come free. I mean, the salary cap's kind of what screwed the Ravens out of having him, because his salary got put in the same category as like offensive tackles and everything. So if they would have picked up his 5th-year option, it was like right around what he ended up getting, I guess. So they probably should have picked it up. They probably didn't expect a team to come in and pay him almost $30 million a year, almost, but it happened. So here we are.
Yeah, with the improvements they made, especially at the center position, do you think Mendoza is in a position where he can come in and start right away and play well? Or do you think maybe it's a situation where they let Cousins start a game or two and let Mendoza develop? Or where do you think they're at in terms of starting a rookie day one?
I joked about it, but I feel like they probably only start Kirk Cousins if they play like the Broncos or something. Just don't want to kill this kid's confidence right away. But other than that, I mean, now that you have Linderbaum and they have a good left tackle and, they got some good pieces. So hopefully Genty can get going this year after taking him last year. I mean, that's kind of a guy we haven't talked about much, who they took, 6th overall last year? It was 6th or 8th. It was pretty high. I mean, he was a heck of a Heisman candidate that season. So we'll see what happens. But I think if Genty and the center in the offensive line can help him just as much, it's not just going to be, being able to hand that ball off is going to really help his development too, I think.
What do you think, Lawrence? What do you think about possibly starting him day one?
It is Mendoza.
I think it's going to depend. Oh,
it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, Goodell just made it official. So,
I think I think we knew that one going in, but
yeah, exactly.
I think it depends on how he goes through the OTAs and how he goes through training camp. If he shows that he can handle it, then I would just start him. What's Kirk Cousins really going to do for you at this point? I'm not saying he can't be a good mentor, but I think if he can handle training camp, he gets through there, really understands the system, I don't see a problem starting him. And something I heard about the Raiders today, someone made a bold prediction that the Raiders might trade back up into the first round and select Denzel Boston near the end of the first round, give him a big receiver. So, if they're going to do everything they can to get him some weapons, let the kid play.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you guys. If you're going to take him number one, you're building your franchise around him. Let's go, man. Let's rock and roll. Kirk Cousins is a nice backup. I'll say that. He's probably one of the better backups in the league. And he's going to be a great mentor for Mendoza. I think it's a great situation they got going on in the Raiders, man. I think they have improved their roster immensely, maybe as much as maybe any team in the NFL this offseason. So you got to give it to them. Maybe coming in as the worst team, obviously having the number one pick, you're the worst team in the NFL, but I think they've improved immensely, and they're going to be an interesting team to watch. Another interesting team to watch is the team that's drafting on the clock now, and that is drafting at number 2. It is the New York Jets, and our old friend Aaron Glenn, head coach at the New York Jets, and almost seemed like he was on the hot seat already, like halfway into his first season. That's kind of how New York goes, right, with the New York media. But definitely a rocky time in his first season with the New York Jets. But what do you guys think? Where do you think the Jets are leaning here as they're on the clock? Dustin, I'll start with you. What do you think the Jets are thinking right now?
I would be leaning Arvell Reese, but just thinking about it, I have no idea. It's kind of surprising, like all these draft people that had all this time to try to figure it out, and they didn't bring in David Bailey for the top 30 visit, and are they trying to play games? Like, it's gonna be interesting to see what one they select here in the next 3 minutes. But overall, I mean, it feels like they're going edge rusher. They should. I mean, they have all these draft picks this year, but next year they have a crap ton too, so they can get the quarterback next year. I think it's smart to actually try building the Jets the right way for once, and don't get a quarterback killed like Sam Darnold, seeing Ghost, or all these other guys that they've destroyed over the years.
What do you think, Lawrence? You think they're going edge here for sure? And you think it's Reese over Bailey? You think it's
what? Obviously I've been home most of the day, so I've been watching just about every piece of draft coverage I can, and it seems like all the experts out there are split between it's either Bailey or
Arvell Reese.
Yeah, thank you, Arvell Reese. When we did the mock, I think we all just decided it was going to be Reese, but I'm kind of leaning toward Bailey right now.
Yeah,
I kind of feel that way right this second as well. Yes, we'll see.
Because we went Reese, and then Bailey ended up dropping.
Right.
So
it's just weird how the board's set up.
Yeah.
Different needs.
I guess it just depends on how they're, what they look at these players. I think, Arvell Reese, is he more?
The pick is in.
There we go. Go ahead, Dustin.
The Jets did go with David Bailey, 2nd overall.
They went with Bailey. All right.
There we go. We just said it.
New York Jets draft David Bailey.
I think that's going to open up the trade. I think that's going to lead to a trade at 3 now. I think teams are interested in Arvell Reese. I think the Cardinals are kissing the rings that they've never won, and are trying to.
They were close, Dustin. They were close. Give them some credit. They had the lead with like 3 minutes to go.
Listen, if the Lions aren't regarded as like the worst franchise in NFL history because of the 50s, the Cardinals certainly are. So,
hey, they've gotten a lot closer than the Lions did.
I don't know.
With Kurt Warner and the boys.
I'm just saying that's the one. I'm just saying if you go over.
I know.
Well, this is kind of where we touched on. I know I said I don't think the Cardinals are picking here, so it's going to be interesting to see if they actually do stay in this position.
You got a team that you think will move up? For me, it's the Saints.
I mean, I guess it really depends on if someone wants Bailey that bad. I don't see Bailey dropping that far, even though we kind of had
him. You mean Reese?
I mean Reese. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it's
they're so comparable. You keep mixing them up, Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean it's one is the other. You know, it's like that Spider-Man meme out there where they're pointing at each other.
Except for this kid can play linebacker. I guess he's like a 3-4 outside linebacker. Bailey can play a little bit, but yeah, that's interesting. So they did that gamesmanship where they didn't bring him in for a top 30 visit. That's something that the Lions didn't bring in Freeling for a top 30 visit. That wonder how many teams are doing that.
Tom asked me about that when we did a little pre-show talking Lions before we jumped on here. You know, with the Lions not taking in Freeling, you know, and the Jets not taking in Bailey. Like, what do you think about that? Like, it seems a little odd, doesn't it?
It's the new norm.
Seems a little far to go for a smoke screen, like to do all. You know what I mean?
It's just weird because you knew who the number one pick was going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, most years it's not always like that, where it's like so pinpoint, or so it was basically like they had the first overall pick. They had the pick of everybody else. So it's interesting.
How do you guys feel if the Cardinals just decide to like blow the draft up and take Jeremiah Love?
That's what people were predicting the past 2 days. Like,
really?
From when we recorded our mock draft to when the mock draft was released, it narrative went from let's take Jeremiah Love or something. I don't know if they're trying to scare the Titans or the Giants or something, but I found it interesting.
It's definitely silly season, but I mean, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Normally.
That's why I'm afraid for my team with all the nonsense today.
Oh, you're screwed. It's okay.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like you, but I don't like your team. So.
You think this is probably a situation where they're going to take every second and see what
trades
are going to come in?
Yeah, they're going to wait. I can't imagine they select before like 15 seconds are left.
Well, what do you guys think? You know, while we're sitting here, you know, Dustin, I'll start with you. If you're the Cardinals GM right now, where are you leaning? Outside of trading down, where you're leaning for a pick?
The reason why their fan base is so paranoid is they've drafted so many of these hybrid players over the years. Like in the Jeff Okudah draft, they took the Clemson linebacker safety hybrid. I can't remember his name, but their fan base is tormented by these guys with the versatility. So, but I would lean that way. I mean, they're not ready for the draft a running back. Their team's not built up enough. I know in our mock draft we did Francis Malalaga, and honestly, if they stayed, I guess I would probably do that. But I don't know, it's like him or Reese. I mean, flip a coin. That's why they probably want to trade.
I think a team where the Cardinals are at. I mean, they're so far away. Trade down, trade out of that third pick. Try to get as much draft capital as you can. Man,
I would imagine that. I mean, they got to be working these phones, just trying to play teams against each other.
Yeah.
Adam Schefter spitting out fire. Dan Campbell's first two picks with the Lions, 7th overall right tackle Penny Sewell, 2nd overall DN Aiden Hutchinson. Aaron Gunn's first two picks with the Jets, 7th overall right tackle Ahmad Malibu, and 2nd overall DN David Bailey. So
I just saw that pop up. Yeah, 2 peas in a pod. Those two.
Yeah, except for our players are so much better.
Well, that's yeah. Yes.
If you look back at that Penny Sewell draft, I don't think there's a draft in NFL history where he falls outside the top 5. But this Heisman Trophy winning quarterback's number 1 receiver, just fell in the lap, and a former tight end coach drafted a tight end 4th overall, and Kyle Pitts, and just crazy.
The Bengals took Chase. I mean, it's not like they took some busts, man. They took one of the best receivers in
football. No, that was awesome. But I'm just saying, the Falcons at 4, they hired a head coach who was a tight ends coach in his past, and he took Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
was ridiculous.
And then the Dolphins are all about speed, so they took Jalen Waddle, who they just traded for the 30th pick tonight.
No, I agree.
And it's like, why are you not taking it? Even the
I just
even
remember
the Bengals.
there was a lot of heat on the Bengals for not taking a tackle.
I mean,
Burrow
honestly,
was hurt, you know.
he's been hurt since. They probably should have.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Kyle Pitts, what do you guys make of the rumors that the Patriots want to trade for him?
Is that a rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw that
good
yesterday.
pick. I like that.
You think they would trade for both Pitts and AJ Brown?
I don't know if they can fit it in the books. That's like $45 million.
The cap ain't real, man. You know that.
My TV says there's a minute 14 left, and I've seen no tweets, and I think they might just have to make a pick. I don't know. Hopefully, the pick's in. They're making a pick.
Okay, well,
that stinks for them and us for fun.
I guess I was kind of hoping that I was going to be right here, but I'd imagine they're going to pick Alvaro Reese then. Like
Nope.
they're not.
Is it going to be Love?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Cardinals
called it,
like
Lawrence.
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Nice call, Lawrence. Holy
Look
cow.
at that.
That's
Can't believe I was okay. All right, well,
Like you
That's
said,
terrible.
like
He might be a great
Dustin,
player.
They're not ready for that.
they're not ready for it. He cost $12 million for his draft slot. He's already a top 6 paid running back in the NFL, but based off guaranteed money.
That's
I
crazy.
am a fan of Notre Dame. My wife, I married into it with my wife, and I love Jeremiah Love. I love him. I think he's fantastic.
That's
Is he worth the
crazy.
number 3 pick to the Arizona Cardinals? No,
wow.
no.
They didn't they learn anything from
The Raiders last year?
Have been running backs top 5, bro.
No, they didn't learn anything from the Raiders last year, who had the number 1 overall pick. So when we're sitting here and they end up with the 2nd overall pick and they miss out on their 3rd Manning, because I saw that joke. Someone tweeted, I saw that they missed out. They won their last game
That's pretty
of the
good.
season for Peyton, and they won their last game of the season for Eli Manning. So when they win their last game of the year and they lose out on Manning 3.0, you know, when they get the 2nd pick and take the next quarterback next year, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens.
Cardinals
Man,
trying to catch up to the Seahawks with a running game.
How much do you guys think that the Jahmyr Gibbs aspect plays into this in terms of how teams view running backs now? Because remember how
that's huge.
people were laughing at the Lions when they
Bijan-
picked Gibbs.
So
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Dustin.
No, I was just gonna say, I'll say one thing though. You can go through I would say a majority of teams in the NFL. Most of these teams have a running back on their roster that was either a 1st or 2nd round pick, like Lions, Gibbs, Packers. You know, you got the running back that was taken 24th overall by the Raiders. Anyways,
Well, I mean, even the Cowboys have Javonte Williams. He wasn't their 1st round pick, but
I know. I mean, Bears, DeAndre Swift. I mean, you go through each division. I mean, let's go with the Titans division. I mean, Anyways, there's a lot. I need my fantasy football rankings in front of me, but I could, if I see the name, I'll be like, oh, this round. But no, seriously, there's like most of these running backs go early. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but
This early though.
not this early.
It's a
No, but
little
like I'm
bit
talking
ridiculous.
like first two rounds. You know.
Yeah. No, I
This
agree
is-
with you.
yeah, that's crazy, man. I can't believe. Yeah. Okay. Well, so does that mean Tennessee takes Arvell Reese?
I would think so, man.
Maybe they trade down.
I
think
can't imagine
think
anybody
Reese-
thought he was going to go to 3.
I think it's a great spot for the Titans. For Reese to go to the Titans.
He's a,
'Cause we had Jeremiah Love going to the Titans, didn't we?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
we had them,
actually-
and we thought that was a reach at
Yeah,
that.
so Jeremiah
That's
Love.
right.
Jeremiah Love will make a fully guaranteed $50.5 million on his rookie contract. The most fully guaranteed money ever given to a running back in NFL history.
Wow.
He's good, man. He's good. I don't know if it's worth
that's
that
great.
though.
Like position value is a thing. I mean, there had to be a trade. Again, they're probably getting lowballed like crazy. So I mean, I'm sure they're getting slammed by everybody. But
Yeah, I mean, and unless some of those teams that they were calling were like, hey, you know, if you guys stay there, who you like? Some of these teams may just are trying to figure out who's going to be gone in that top 5, top 6 area.
they signed Tyler Algier as their like RB2. They have James
That should
Conner.
not be. That shouldn't
No,
stop
no,
you.
I understand. I'm just saying they gave real money to a RB2 because they had James Conner. What are you guys going to do? Cut James Conner? I guess that's an option.
I mean, it's definitely a
And
possibility.
I got a spot
Or maybe
for
they just
him.
run the ball every
I
play
got a
because they're
spot for
terrible.
James Conner if he does get cut.
Oh yeah,
It'd be great for the Lions. He'd be great for the fit right in.
He would be actually he would be a perfect Lion for what he does.
Absolutely. Back with his old defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator, where
I'll
he had
take
some of his best
Sure.
career seasons. Yeah,
You can just
I
cut
care
the
that they
check.
signed Pacheco for 1 year.
It was
Bring
only
him-
like it was less
bring
than
in
$2 million. I mean,
Was it that cheap? I didn't
it
realize
was that cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
Dustin,
I
since you're
don't
getting
think they
these,
will. I don't think they'll
you're
cut him.
getting these. Oh, never mind. I just saw.
They're sticking with
But
their
you're getting
three.
these a little early. When it comes to Dallas, let me hear the name because I want to be surprised and pissed at the same time.
Can I just say it to you so then I can break your heart instead of Roger Goodell?
Man, I'm not feeling the love here, boys.
Well, it says to take us in for the Titans here.
$500,000. million. Yeah.
Okay, we probably all
All right,
think
last
this.
pick.
Yeah,
We're going with Reese as our pick then. Our
I feel
projection.
like
That's our projection. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like Sony Styles as like a Fred Warner demon, but we'll see.
I mean, they did sign Jermaine Johnson, so I mean, but that shouldn't stop you from drafting somebody like Arvell Reese.
Right.
And
All right,
the Titans are definitely here.
Picks in.
Yeah, let's go.
And they're going with a holy cow. All right. That wouldn't have been in one of our top 5 guesses, but they're going wide receiver.
Whoa.
Arnell Tate.
Whoa.
Wow.
They said we got a franchise QB. We need to get him some weapons.
Wow.
I mean, can't fault the theory, I guess, but see now this is going to start getting hectic because now some of these teams that really want edge rushers are going to start looking like, okay, we need to get up there.
I think that board fell for the Titans about as bad as it could have for those first 2 picks. I feel like they would have taken Bailey now that I've looked into it more. And I feel like they were going to take Jeremiah Love. So I feel like they got the 3rd guy on their board and they said, screw it, we'll just get a weapon for our guy.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You think the Giants? Well, they don't really need. They don't really need an edge, do they?
No, I mean they drafted a 3rd overall last year out of Penn State, and then they got a.
Yeah, I think their line is good. I
Former
think where
Panthers
they,
You think we were thinking Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs? Probably Sonny
I
Styles.
think
here.
it's still Caleb Downs for the Giants.
Yeah.
Lawrence, this could be the path of saving you.
It is right now. It is. So,
This could be the
Come on,
receiver
Dustin.
run that you need
yes, I need the wide receiver run. Absolutely.
because the Giants are from all reports, are really interested in Tyson. So,
That would be fantastic. I
But
might actually
maybe-
dance online here.
but maybe it's a smoke screen. They think he sucks, and they do like a 10-12 pick trade, and then they give him to Dallas.
Man, you're killing me.
I know it's so
From a
fun.
Lions perspective, just don't draft tackles. Just don't draft tackles. Let them keep dropping. Let them keep dropping. No tackles. No tackles.
All right, he's finally walking his butt out there.
Yeah, with his $60 million salary or whatever it is. Awesome.
He's
guy.
worth every penny. Dustin.
I mean, he's made him a crap ton of money. I can't lie. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
That's what he's
This is
there
like-
for.
This is one of my favorite sports or my personal nerd debates. I would actually argue that he's the best commissioner in major sports. I think Adam Silver sucks. I think Rob
yeah.
Manfred's mid, and I think the hockey commissioner is bad. So I used to hate this guy, but I would say he's actually done a lot for football in the NFL.
He has. I wish they would cool the international games, but yeah, he's been good.
He is a money mark though.
He's
You might as well
done
call
his
him
job.
TKO,
Yes.
right, Dan?
Like you can't deny it, right? He's done his
He's
job.
made the owners a ton of money.
What'd you say, Dustin? TKO? That's what
I said he's a real money mark though. You might as well call him the owners of TKO. Right?
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. They start having ads on every single thing.
Well, they do. As a sponsor for them, the NFL draft hat,
Yeah.
the best one that they've had in years.
There you go. You're falling in line, Dustin.
That's kind of cool though. Like, I don't know. Like looking at the Titans, when I look up their depth chart at wide receiver, but I don't think they have very many good ones. So for their head coach to be all defense and always take. Okay, never mind. So they paid Wandale Robinson decent money, and they still have Calvin Ridley, but and they drafted a Nomer from Stanford in the third last year. So they have some guys, but I would say it makes sense because none of those guys are number one. So maybe it works out.
And for the Giants here, we're definitely leaning either Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs.
I think that's a pretty solid. Yeah.
I think we ended up because they got the fifth.
Pick is in. Giants have already picked.
There we go.
Man.
What are we doing, Giants? What do we got?
I don't know. I'm going to throw it out there. I think they're going to go Francis Malawaga. I think there's going to go offensive line.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
He's I don't know. He likes setting those lines up pretty well. That's been a Ravens specialty for almost 20 years, or their whole existence, really. But
so we in our mock we had the Browns next taking Tate. So what do we think if let's say the Giants do take Caleb Downs or Styles?
Okay. Well, the pick's in, so it's moving quick. It is Arvell Reese, so they're just going to have all the pass rush in the world.
Here we go, Arvell Reese.
Dak Prescott might be out by week 6, but I
don't worry about the Giants yet.
Wow, it's not going how anybody thought.
No,
Arvell Reese to the New York Giants at pick 5. Wow.
Although, I mean,
is he going to play linebacker for them?
I feel like we had the top 5 nailed just in different spots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah.
No, but he might play linebacker for him, honestly, because they took Abdul Carter 3rd overall last year. They paid Brian Burns $30 million a year or something crazy. He's a good player. And then they drafted Kayvon Thibodeau 5th overall. So maybe he gets traded in the next couple of months.
Well, Lawrence, you brought up the Browns. You think they go tackle here with the tackle from Miami?
Well, so someone said something interesting today that they think that they don't think Shedeur is going to be the quarterback, that they think Deshaun Watson's going to end up still being the quarterback there. If that's the case, you probably would want to go tackle.
So Ian Rappaport just tweeted, the Browns and Chiefs have been deep in talks on trade to send the 6th pick to the Chiefs and the 9th pick to the Browns. So nothing's official yet. Oh, here we go. Trade. Yep. Okay. So the Chiefs are on the clock.
Okay. So we touched on that the other day. Is we didn't think Cleveland was going to be on the clock there. So,
and also it's funny. I mentioned wrap up the Giants. I mentioned Kayvon Thibodeau on the trade block probably. Then Ari, never say his name, but he's a great follow on Twitter. Ari tweeted that he's going to be a top trade candidate. So, anyways, keeping up with things. But yeah.
So does that mean the Chiefs take? Oh my God! Can the Chiefs please take a wide receiver here?
What team would have taken a receiver before them? You think they tried jumping the Commanders? You think the Commanders were going to go receiver?
It's hard to, yeah, actually, because McLaurin's getting up there. I know we didn't mock a receiver to them, but McLaurin's getting up there. Jane Daniels needs some more weapons, so it's not out of the realm.
I wonder what the Chiefs had to give up to move up for this pick. Do you think they had to give up the 29th pick, or do you think they got away with a second?
Just to move up 3 spots, I can't imagine they'd have to give up
29. Who knows? People are projecting crazy things on these trades.
Well, that's interesting. So the Chiefs trade up to 6.
Great. So now
do you think they go with the tackle?
I was thinking of that maybe.
I mentioned
it. Or they take the best cornerback available, which they probably could have gotten at 9. So that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And that's something that's been bugging me about the Chiefs talk is, they're going to double up at corner after just letting 2 guys walk. I mean, don't you have all these other needs that you want to attack? I mean, I don't know. It threw me off. But, yeah, maybe they go Spencer Fano. I could see that. They got options.
Yeah.
Last year they paid Juana Morris, but he didn't start. Or no. Was it Jalen Moore? Yeah, it was Jalen Moore they paid last year. And he was kind of like a 6th offensive lineman for most of the year, but he's sliding in at right tackle. So And then Josh Simmons was a first-round pick last year, and he's pretty decent. So maybe they don't go offensive line, honestly. I mean, looking at their starting five, Penny Sewell's cousin, Kingsley Salamata, was a second-round pick in 25 as well. And he didn't do good at tackle, but he slotted in at guard pretty well. So I don't know. Maybe it's not offensive line. Maybe edge rusher?
I mean, who's
Well, here's the
Ruben
trade
Bain?
terms, guys, real quick.
Yep.
Chiefs get pick 6, the Browns get 9, and then they get 74 and 141.
I like it for
Okay.
both.
Yeah, so the Browns get 74 and 141 to move down 3 spots. So obviously, whoever the Browns had that they were key in got drafted and decided to move down. So
Oh, that's the Giants pick. Yeah, we're already okay.
Yeah,
So they did trade up for a corner, and it was Mansour Delane. So Delane, yeah, sorry. So they did
so
move
they
up
could
for
have
him.
done him at 9 though.
I don't know, because maybe they thought he was locked to go to the Saints. Like the way the board fell, and the Saints probably wanted defense. Maybe they were like, "Oh, the Saints are going to take him."
Well, my dream just died. Now I got to find a new dream.
yeah,
Don't worry, there'll be more.
Well, I guess at this point,
Sony.
wow.
Sony it is, yeah. Yeah, so Commander, you know, thinking about it, maybe I do feel good about maybe they're worried about the Saints. Honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
You said in the mock draft, the LSU, the New Orleans connection. I mean, they've been watching this kid for many years now.
Oh, he's been there. He's at home.
yeah. I mean, very good possibility. Like you said, Dustin, we talked about that in the mock draft of New Orleans being a good spot for him, and maybe KC felt that way as well. So they felt they had to trade up to get him. They really liked him. So, and they had to replace corner. Like we knew that. So.
Yeah, they gave away a top 10 guy to hope that they can draft another top 10 guy. Love when that happens.
So maybe so we got Cleveland they're taking Delane.
Yep.
And then that puts the Commanders on the clock.
Which they might get their pick of Ohio State defenders.
Right.
You know who's looking really smart right now based off how this board's falling? The Bengals. Maybe there's we'll see how it falls in the next few picks, but I feel like all three of these defenders that are on this board right now might actually be off the board by 10.
Well, I'd imagine that if they're there, the Giants at 10 would take Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs. So you could probably make that a lock.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be there though.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're the next two picks. We'll see how it falls. And then the edge rusher, I don't know. The Browns don't really need an edge rusher, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I feel like they might be the next 3 picks somehow. Maybe the Browns are just not going to go offensive line or receiver. They're just going to take best player available.
It's crazy. Leave it to Kansas City to mess up my stuff.
So the Giants, instead of taking Sony Styles as their Ray Lewis, have officially taken Arbel Reese as their Ray Lewis because he's not listed to play edge rusher with those guys that we talked about already. So he's going to be playing inside linebacker, it says.
So they've already got him listed as a linebacker.
Well, not inside, but like a versatile piece to move around for sure. Good stuff.
They still have the Browns on the clock here.
Yeah, they haven't even announced it.
I'm not sure if you mentioned that Adam Schefter said that they're not, even though they drafted Reese, they're not going to trade Thibodeau.
Schefter said they're not going to?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Ari more than Schefter at this point, but I mean.
Yeah, despite drafting Arvel Reese, the Giants do not intend to trade Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Well, it goes back to you said, they listed him as linebacker, so maybe they're not looking at him as
true
edge.
Ari said that once Cornell Tate went off the board, who the Commanders liked, the Chiefs felt like they had to get in front of the Commanders, not the Saints, to land Mansour Delane, who is also believed to be high on Washington's board.
Gotcha.
So,
well, maybe. I mean, Dan Quinn, he likes his linebackers.
I think right.
But I mean, I wonder if since they were targeting Tate, maybe they take the second best receiver.
Or maybe they feel how you feel and they think he stinks, and then he goes to the Cowboys at 12.
It's not that I think he stinks. I just think I just have a problem with someone who's got medical issues already early in their career.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to draft any medical problems in the first round.
Leave that to Brad Holmes, right? Leave that to Brad Holmes.
Yeah, there you go.
When the Lions take McCoy at 17.
Exactly. So keep that thought, and when the Lions come up the draft,
I mean,
I'm ready to lose my mind. You can remind me.
If there's a run on tackles and you guys end up taking McCoy, then Brad Holmes is doing his thing.
Yeah. Well, it's fallen pretty good so far. So keep dropping tackles.
It's getting to the range where I would consider moving up for one of those guys, to be honest. If you have one that's like clearly rated the best, if we get a few more picks, maybe to the Dolphins at 11, maybe, because maybe they just want more
Dolphins
picks.
are my last hope to take a wide receiver.
Well, that's not happening. So
I'm going to need some more positivity out of you, Dustin. Please.
This is amazing positivity. This is the kind of vibes that we need.
This is very negative toward me.
You said you want ratings. No.
No, I don't want ratings. I want solid football players.
Commanders. I'm not seeing anything about them yet.
No, I'd imagine they're trying to trade out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the TV's already so far behind. These 8-minute picks really aren't doing them no favors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were all on it in terms of the Twitter notifications.
I am.
Like you got it like you could read the future.
Oh, I got it right now. So
here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
With the 7th pick in the draft, the Washington Commanders select Sonny Styles.
Here we go. Sonny Styles.
He likes his linebackers.
I know. Yeah. Man. It was funny before the combine and like the athletic testing and all that. I saw like his measurements and I'm like, man, that'd be an awesome Alex Anzalone replacement. And I'm like, well, you could burn that up about 2 minutes after I thought it when the combine happened.
Yeah, he just tore it up at the combine. You're like, he's no longer in the Lions' sights unless he tried to move up.
Yeah, so if Downs goes here soon, I mean, setting up to make the Commanders, I mean, the Bengals look really smart if they weren't interested in Bain. Interesting. Fun stuff.
There's my guy,
Who's that?
Delane.
Okay.
It's finally hitting the TV.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, you can cheer him on when the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl again, I guess. Hopefully not.
No. He's dead to me now.
He ain't no good. He didn't make it where I wanted him to.
Yeah, he's horrible. He's got a horrible attitude.
All right, we get the Saints graphic up here. Where we think they're leaning, guys, with how the board's fallen so far.
The Saints?
Yeah.
I feel like they probably got wiped out.
Kind of like Ruben Bain for him, but he's not really that jumbo guy that they seem to like.
No,
they could go receiver. That could be your hope for receiver.
Yeah, maybe they can take Jordan Tyson off of here.
Yeah, they could use another receiver opposite of their star receiver.
Yeah, because they don't need a safety.
Chris Olave, my bad. Chris Olave.
They don't need a tackle, do they, Dustin? New Orleans?
Oh.
I don't see it listed in their needs.
They drafted the Oregon State guy last year, Falaga, and Trevor Penning. They traded him away. Trying to check out their depth chart here. Trying to remember. I thought they had another good tackle, but I remember liking that Oregon State kid quite a bit last year.
crazy.
Oh, they also took Kelvin Banks in 24 at left tackle, so they went back-to-back years taking offensive tackles. So no, they're set.
So
Good.
they need to get
Good.
Tyler Shuff some weapons. So they need Jordan Tyson. He would fit them perfectly.
You like Tyson over Lemon?
Yes.
They
Any
could
thought
go-
of a tight end.
They could go Caleb Downs.
No, they can't
Why?
because he's going to go to 12.
Okay. Justin Reed, I mean, he's getting older. Julian Blackman is a projected starter for him. They took a guy in Jonas Sanker in the 3rd round of last year's draft. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, if they're going best player available, I guess I would predict Downs right now.
Yeah, that's best player available. I'm just not sure if it's their biggest need, but they
They're not
need an
very
edge.
good,
But they're just have gone unless they go Ruben Bain. But like you said, maybe that's not the best fit.
Oh, Saints picks in, and Lawrence is going to be very happy because Jordan Tyson is the 8th overall pick.
There it is.
Yes.
Just wait for
That's
you
what
guys.
I'm talking about.
Some good
Lawrence.
calls tonight, Lawrence. There you go. Jordan Tyson to the Saints.
Well, I can't wait for Malachi Lemon to go 12th. So
That's what we're rooting
Dustin,
for.
coming with
We're
some,
rooting for a crash
fire
out
tonight,
for
man.
Lawrence.
I'm just trying to prepare you. I don't want your health to be at risk.
I feel like I'm giving some good analysis here with some possible picks. I would like some positivity toward my team, please.
No.
Well, the corner you loved is already long gone. So
Yes, but no, there's still a safety that I love that could fall.
for the fun of it, Dustin, Caleb Downs keeps falling. Troy Lions.
He's not gonna. He wouldn't make it past Dallas.
They'd have to move up for him.
Well, I know.
And
I know.
honestly-
I'm not saying it's.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying
to
it's
him.
17. I'm definitely not saying
Yeah.
it's 17.
No, I'm saying to Lawrence.
You could see.
Yes.
You could
I
see
mean-
Downs go to Cleveland.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a
kid.
question mark. I don't think anybody knows except those in the room how dire things are with the safety group right now.
Yeah. Regarding the Bengals again, though, it's getting close to Dexter Lawrence versus whatever player. We think they're happy still? I mean, they got him under extension. It's like 3 for 70. He's an elite nose tackle. They're probably happy, right? They're not worried about how this is going to look on them?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're pretty happy. They I mean, they probably felt they couldn't get an elite nose tackle in this draft or where they're picking, and they went and traded for it.
It's funny how these insiders tweet specific things because Ian Rappaport's kind of trying to contradict the other tweet of like, oh, the Commanders wanted Tate. So he's going, the Commanders stick at 7 and take mock draft favorite OSU linebacker Sony Styles, their target throughout the process. Sure. The Chiefs had no idea about anything. They didn't talk to anybody or they didn't know nothing.
So for all intents and purposes, Cleveland is on the clock. Yes.
Yes.
I hope so. I got the graphic up there ready to go.
Yeah.
Unless it was a trade made that we didn't know about, or that trade wasn't what we thought it was.
So
This
yeah,
one's got a
honestly,
lot more.
speaking of dreams, I could see Cleveland or the Giants taking Caleb Downs. If he won't make it past New York, I don't think there's no way.
It's funny, in our mock draft, we did Sony Styles and Caleb Downs, but
Yep.
we didn't really consider Arvell Reese and
Right.
Caleb Downs, the guy that's regarded slightly better. It's just funny how that works.
So what are we thinking here, guys? With the Browns, they traded out of that 6th spot, so they're not loving the board right now, I would assume.
I think
they take one of the first tackles.
I was just gonna say they got.
I think so too. I think it's where Malaga goes from the tech from Miami.
They could double trade them. That'd be
True
fun.
too. You thought it might be the Cardinals that do it. It could be the Browns that do it.
Yeah, crazy.
At least I don't have to worry about Jordan Tyson now. That's kind of hard. That's part of the.
I'll predict Spencer Fano play more left or right. Yeah, definitely leading tackle for sure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it's Myoga.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning to.
I'll lead Spencer Fano. Why not?
That would be kind of surprising. I do feel like Brent Myoga's a little. I feel like he's more. Well, I guess it depends on what side they really need. Who's Cleveland's left tackle right now?
It says Denard Jones, who went to Ohio State. He's been hurt back-to-back years. They moved around their offensive line pretty good. They traded for the Texans' right tackle and gave him good money. So they don't really need a right tackle. They need a guy that can play left. So, I mean, they fixed their guard issue. So, really, they're just looking for a tackle.
So I guess it wouldn't really matter what side.
No, because like I said, they paid Titus Howard good money, and he's a right tackle. So really, they're looking for competition for Denard. I can't say it's spelled weird. But Jones. I remember he went to Ohio State. He was like a 4th-round pick, and he's like 6'9", like high 300s. Like he's a massive human, but like I said, he's been hurt quite a few times.
All right, Browns, let's go.
I think they're trying to trade again.
They might be. You're probably right, man. It might be a double trade down.
Like
you'd be right, but just the wrong team.
I think that. I mean, the mock drafts must have been right about them wanting Tate. Then, right? I mean,
it has to be. I think they got screwed up with Tate going.
They're probably like,
You think they traded down thinking they could still get Tate? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I think that they traded down because they didn't get Tate.
Oh yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. It's in the refresh button.
That was the guy they wanted, and then they're like, well, screw it. Let's just trade down.
Oh, and with the 9th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Spencer Fano, offensive tackle.
Fano.
They took Fano over Myoga. Okay.
I think it's because Myoga, I think he's like viewed as a right tackle.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're just talking about. Like, which side do they really need?
So
that was a great pick.
Cleveland got the player they would have taken at 6. Apparently, this is what every team does. They just effing know. You know what I mean? And they were able to add a 3rd and a 5th.
Interviewing him again.
Oh.
So yeah, no, that's a good fit for him. Like he'll compete to start right away, and he'll probably win the job. And then they can have a massive 6th offensive lineman in Jones, who flash but can't stay healthy.
So Cleveland takes Fano. That means the Giants take Downs.
Downs, got to be Downs, right?
That leaves.
Can they just go
11.
pass rusher again and just say we hate every non-edge rusher that's ever existed?
I mean, that'd be wonderful, but I think you could probably write Downs down, and John Harbaugh's going to get he's going to start with this.
He's going to get the I won the draft pat on the back start because,
right.
Oh, look at you got Reese, you got Downs, you got your Ray Lewis, you got your Ed Reed. We talked about it. Everyone was projecting it. But to be fair, people have been projecting offensive linemen for them, quite a bit before that Tyson talk got going. So maybe that's an option as well.
Well, if I will say this, if Downs makes it past New York, then I don't think the Dolphins would take him. Then I would save him for Dallas. But
that would be how great would that be for you, Lawrence? Holy cow!
Honestly,
I think he's going to the Giants.
Yeah, he's going to the Giants.
I think he's going to the Giants. He can start doing dances in the room there if he passes the Giants here.
Looking at
how about this, Lawrence, real quick? Let's say he passes them. If you're the Cowboys, do you even think of trading up one spot to get him to make sure nobody else trades up?
Sure, because at that point you're one spot. What do you got to do? Give an extra 4th? Sure.
Yeah, it's it's minimal.
Giants are sticking at 10, by the way.
Oh yeah, because
Um,
Downs is there.
Real
Well,
quickly
yeah.
about the Giants offensive line. I mean, they paid Jermaine Elenor like 3 years, $39 million. He had a really good game against the Lions actually this past year, and he's going to be the right tackle. And they obviously have Andrew Thomas. So unless they feel like they need a guard, I kind of feel like they're gonna not go offensive line after looking at their tackle situation again.
So you're leaning Downs too.
Yeah.
So here's the from a Dallas perspective. We know that Fano's going to Cleveland. We suspect that Downs is going to go to New York. That leaves the Dolphins. The Cowboys would not rule out taking a tackle, so Mayoga could go to Dallas if he doesn't go to Miami. But also, Reuben Bain Jr. is still there. Cowboys could take Reuben Bain as well.
All right. So the Giants make me look completely stupid, and the pick is in, and they do go offensive tackle, and they do take Malaga at right tackle. So I'm not really sure how they're building this team. If
No,
Andrew Thomas
honestly,
is paid
that's
and
surprising, but also super awesome. I just need Miami not to screw it up.
No, they will. So,
You better not get Caleb Downs, man. Oh my God.
wow.
Cowboys get Caleb Downs. He just falls right in their lap.
Real quick
They don't
about
even
these.
have to trade for him.
Real quick about these insiders. Adam Schefter is so dang slow. He just doesn't care anymore. He literally just tweeted the Jordan Tyson pick.
I
just
don't
does
know
not
what to
care
tell you,
anymore.
man.
He's ready to retire. Like he's done enough hair
He's still
dyes.
celebrating the Michigan National Championship.
That's okay. Yeah. Just funny. But no, I like that for the Giants, honestly. I mean, that's the guy that we had mocked third overall in our mock, and they got the guy that went first. They got the guys that went second and third overall in our mock draft. At 5th and 10th. That's pretty crazy.
And for the Lions, though, Dustin, that's 2 straight tackles now.
Yeah.
It's 2 straight tackles to go.
So
Getting a little nervous.
So if you're
nervous.
looking, so from the Lions' perspective, do you guys I know we kind of talked about in the mock that we did between Monroe Freeling, Blake Miller, and Hayden Proctor, who would you guys prefer?
Oh, Freeling for me, 100%.
Honestly, tackle sounds fun, but I wouldn't mind moving up for Reuben Bain right now if he's just going to keep falling.
I just don't, man. I'm with you.
I know they're about
I
the
think a lot
hand.
of
They're
fans are
about the
with you. I just
athleticism.
don't think Brad Holmes thinks like that, Dustin.
He doesn't really, but he's about the hand size and the athleticism. And if the guy has the smallest hands in NFL history for a top prospect, that's a problem. But I mean,
I'd love it.
I know.
Love it. I think the fan base would love it.
You know what I'm gonna love more? When the Cowboys pass on Caleb Downs.
And we find out he's got that mystery injury that
Yeah, and he's going. Then like he falls all the way to the
Eagles.
Rams because the Rams need more
Eagles
nice
trade
things.
up in the first round. Later on, they get him.
You know,
You would definitely see if he's there and they don't take him. Yes, I may have to walk away for a moment.
that's good. That's actually good. That's good for a video. You should actually stay on so we can see it.
Oh no, you don't want to see this.
Yeah,
Oh,
with Caleb Downs still on
Yeah.
the board. With the number 12 pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Rod McCoy, quarterback, Tennessee. Oh,
I would
man.
flip out. Flip out.
Man, you know who's lost the draft so far? If that happens for the Cowboys, the Eagles. Look at all these elite defensive players that the Commanders, the Giants, and potentially in that scenario. Wait, they'd have all the Ohio State guys, wouldn't they? Yeah. Wow.
Well, what do we
stuff.
think with the Dolphins here? I remember what we talked about in the mock draft.
I mean,
Like, man, they could go a lot of different directions. They need a lot
Malachi
of
Lemon.
things. Think the receiver, Lemon?
I would think so. I mean, who does Malik Willis have to throw the ball to?
I don't think they care. I think they're going to sacrifice him for like a year and they're taking a QB next year. But, I mean, they lost Bradley Chubb. I mean, Reuben Bain Jr.
Bain
wouldn't be the
a nice
worst
pick there
option for him. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Dustin.
I mean,
Honestly, if they're going to rebuild the way that we talk about, offensive line probably isn't the worst option. But
yeah, but you don't need them taking offensive linemen off the board any more than they have been.
listen, I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm not trying to cry my dreams to come true right now. Okay.
Well,
Lawrence is just about to do it, man. He's just about
Dustin,
to do it with
I
Caleb
hope
Downs.
that your dreams come true, man. I hope you get the player you want because that's how I am. I'm a positive guy.
And I hate Dallas, so I'm not.
That's horrible. That's horrible, horrible stuff, man.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Don't be a hater, man. Just be a good person.
Good people can want bad things for other franchises and not friends.
All right, I'm just telling you,
Lawrence
man.
was crying when Delane got picked, and look, lo and behold, it might be Caleb Downs that's going to be right in his
Hey,
lap.
at this point, if it's Caleb Downs, if it's Ruben Bain, I'm
You're sitting
good.
Pretty. You're sitting pretty. You really can't make a mistake.
They can make a mistake. That's the problem.
Until they do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the misery of it. I've been watching it for too long now.
And with the 12th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Peter Woods now.
They don't need defensive tackles. They're
I know.
solid.
That's
funny.
That is one spot they don't need.
If there's one thing they got defensive tackles.
Yeah, they're all old. Yeah.
And Williams is 28 years old.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I was talking about the other dude from the Packers.
So, Lawrence, you're thinking Lemon receiver from USC here. Dustin, what do you
For
think?
Miami, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You think, Dustin?
Yeah, I was leaning. I think I'm going to lean Bain. I think I would take the pass rusher at least.
I think that's where I'm leaning a little bit. There's Ruben Bain here. But like we've said with these guys, man, they could go quite a few different directions. They are a full out rebuild at this point.
Yep, they tore it down.
As they probably should.
Yep.
It was time, but it was exciting for a while, man. If Tua could have stayed healthy, that's really the whole deal, man. They had something going if Tua could stay healthy, but the concussions just ruined that whole thing there. Because they were rocking and rolling. They had one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL for a minute.
Come on, Dolphins.
Yeah, this 8-minute thing, man, it feels like it's
I mean, we've been on for an hour, and it feels like it's been like 10 minutes, to be honest. So
It's going quick. I like it.
it is
yeah,
going.
no, it's been
It
nice.
just feels like it's kind of gotten to a stall a little bit here because I'm so excited to see what's going to happen for Lawrence's Cowboys.
I do. Maybe I would lean trade first, honestly, for the Dolphins. I feel like they're just in asset mode. We'll take all these guys that we can get. So
And that's possible, man. Like I said, if anyone thinks that Dallas is taking Downs, they're going to want to jump in front. So
maybe I don't know. I'm looking at the next picks. I mean, no one really screams like they need a safety, but I don't know. The Jets have enough assets; they could get him if you will. It's a division trade. I guess those happen. Interesting. And there's still nothing. So yeah,
Come on, Dolphins. Let's
telling
go. Used to be the quickest offense in the NFL, and they're taking forever here, man. Slowest team.
and everybody's ACLs. It's messed up. And Adam Schefter just caught up to the 10th pick in the draft, so that's good
There
for
you go.
him.
It's good for Adam.
He's like, I want to retire like my good friend Adrian Wojnarowski.
He's a good Michigan man.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom
Cowboys trade up to
Pelissero
11.
trade. Cowboys. We called it. I called it for you, Lawrence. Cowboys have moved up to number 11.
now let's just see who it is.
For an offensive lineman, probably. I have no idea. I'm gonna
Wide
use
receiver.
Lori- Yeah.
It's got to be Caleb Downs. We talked about it, right? Move up so nobody else can trade up for him. Go up and get him.
I don't know who was
Bell,
moving up for him. The Vikings?
Eagles, maybe. I don't know. You got to. They're playing defense. Like, hey, we want him. Let's go get him with 7th round.
Schefter got his fingers moving that time, but he got beat out by Rappaport and Ari. But anyways. Yeah, so we've been talking about Dallas for this whole show. Like,
Give me
if it's
Caleb
not
Downs.
If it's not Downs, who is it? I guess that's the question.
If it's not Downs, it's got to be Ruben Bain.
So it's one of those two. You're going to be happy either way. You prefer Downs.
Yes. Either way, I prefer Downs, but I'm good either way.
Can I interest you in Jermod McCoy?
You cannot.
Can you just take him? Can you just be nice, Lawrence, just so our Lions don't take him? Come on.
No, because
know
I
which
would
one?
have, but Dustin's been mean to me, so no.
No. Well,
What about Malachi Lemon?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
well, you're not going to crash out unless they do something crazy here. You're sitting pretty, Lawrence.
That's
This is
why I'm
probably as
still
good
not-
as this board could have
You-
felt. Yeah.
Do you want me to surprise you? Or you just want to wait?
No,
and
don't
wait?
say nothing. I want to be surprised.
And the crowd goes.
Well, you going to wait for Adam Schefter's pick, and we're going to wait like 20 minutes before you find out know what it is?
Come on. Just let me tell you. You can check your phone. Come on. I only got a poker face for so long.
I'm not. That's why I'm not looking at you.
Surprise.
Is it going to be Dustin?
Oh,
Text me
shit.
because I can't wait all day for this.
No.
Oh, boy, that's not a good reaction. Do you know?
Oh wait. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Dustin.
Yeah. With the 11th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys select safety Caleb Downs.
Here we go.
What the hell did you see? Did you like psych yourself out?
What's that?
What the hell did you see? Did you like psych
Yeah,
yourself
you got like
out?
really disappointed for a second.
Oh no. One of the I saw that they may have that they were talking. It was a different deal. I'll get to it in a few here.
You're too excited about Caleb Downs to worry about.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Now we got to worry about 20. We're okay.
So there you go, Lawrence. You know, I thought that was an option when the Dolphins came up at 11 that maybe Dallas would trade up to ensure
The trick is
There
to
it
see what
is.
the compensation was.
Yeah, that is interesting. Move
I
up
would
one
bet it's a
spot.
third. You got to remember, Dallas doesn't have a second round pick. I bet it's just a third.
That's way too much to do then.
Okay. Well,
Just to move up to ensure.
if they put a gun to their head
Yes.
and they're like, man, the Vikings have really given us a nice offer of a future
Or,
second round
hey,
pick.
the Eagles have talked. They got a pretty good offer here. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I feel like that's an overpay though.
Ooh, okay. So, real quick, just to skip back here a second. The Giants' projected offensive line has Francis Melwaga at right guard.
Oh wow.
So, like I said, they paid that Jermone Illumineur or whatever. He had a really good game, like I said, against the Lions, and they paid him like $13 million a year. So they got former Michigan offensive lineman John Runyon at guard, and then John Michael Schmitz, who was a former second round pick at center. So their offensive line is pretty loaded, honestly, if it can actually stay healthy.
Yeah. Oh, good for the Giants. Well, what are we thinking? Give us the lowdown here, Lawrence. How excited are you? Did you think this was even a possibility? Caleb Downs, the Dallas Cowboys.
I did not. I had seen different mocks where they're like, yeah, Caleb Downs could fall and past 10, and I'm like, I really don't see that. But again, there's different people out there that have different evaluations and different needs, and safety isn't a big need for a lot of those teams that were in front. So it kind of worked out. I'm ecstatic. I think because they're going to use him both as a safety and also as a nickel back. So
you want that, not to cut you off, but did you see what the draft compensation is?
I have not.
So Adam Schefter on it with the trade. Cowboys get number 11, Dolphins get number 12, number 177, and number 180.
Okay, so they give him a fifth and a sixth. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's like 2/5 or something. Okay, not bad.
So not a third or anything.
No, good. That's
Two
perfect.
picks, but
I was just thinking that because like they don't have very many, or they don't have a second. So, but yeah,
No, and honestly, I feel like we said in the mock, I doubt they're going to pick at 20. I feel like they're going to trade back and pick up maybe an extra third or an extra fourth or something like that. And one of the messages I got was just look out for a trade. So when he said that, I was like, no, they're not trading. I got too excited real quick.
Gotcha.
okay. So just to wrap up Giants talk. So it's the final trades Dexter Lawrence for Francis Maliwaga. That's pretty enticing for both, I feel like. I mean, everyone always gives the Bengals crap for not drafting offensive line, but I feel like they finally got enough pieces to where I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, and they needed to improve that defense.
And so I guess
D-line with
right.
Hendrickson's on, like they needed some beef.
Right.
D-line, so probably good for both sides.
Like it. Yep.
And we're back to the Dolphins.
And the crowd goes mid. No.
Malachi Lemon.
There we go. It still stays the same, right? It hasn't really, our analysis hasn't really changed with them.
Jermod McCoy, because they don't care if he plays this year or not.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that could be good too.
Please. Take them off our hands.
Please.
Getting nervous though, man. I don't know.
I am a little bit.
I don't know if Freeling's gonna hang around to 17 for our Lions. And Ruben Bain's obviously still there too.
Watch all night. It's just the Dolphins trading down one pick for 5th and 6th rounders.
I just have to keep putting the graphic back up. And it's the Dolphins again.
It's the Dolphins.
What do we think of their offseason?
And the crowd goes mid.
What do we think of Malik Willis?
What do we think about Jalen Waddle being traded for the 30th pick?
That would be pretty fun. They just keep adding like 5th round picks. They just have like every
Their
5th round pick.
Their whole entire roster ends up being all rookies, and it's just like 5th and 6th rounders, and they're like, who's gonna make this team?
The entire 5th round is just the Miami Dolphins.
They cut everybody.
It's the Miami Dolphins round.
So
if you guys we're talking about the two fives added for the Cowboys to move up
whoa,
on the point scale. Oh, go ahead, Dustin.
Wait, that's confusing. Okay, I'm confused. The 13th pick's not up yet, but it says the Rams will select Ty Simpson per Jay Glazer. So it's saying that the Rams are getting their quarterback of the future.
What'd I say?
What? The
I
hell?
don't remember, but we'll give you credit for it anyways.
You don't remember? Pull ring back the tape.
So Jake
It's hour and 40
Glazer's
minutes.
Jake Glazer's just gonna throw this out there before the picks.
Is he trying to help the Dolphins to see if like a team wants to jump to 12?
I'm always questionable about Jake
Because he's a
Glazer,
Florida
too.
guy, right? He's more like Tampa Bay Buck guy, but that's interesting.
Yeah, he was a Tampa Bay guy before.
Ari tweeted it though. This guy's is as value.
Yeah, I know.
The source as Schefter and Ian Rappaport. So
Oh, you know you did.
that's a wild one. But he ain't gonna play next year.
So the trade value for the going up one spot, they actually came out 10 points ahead, if that means anything.
Well, this
Doesn't really
The Cowboys did.
Yeah.
well,
There
this
you go.
really helps. I would really like Ty Simpson to go 13 because that's like a receiver for me. So that's just a free pick. So we're just getting closer.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah, we definitely did not have Ty Simpson going this high.
No, I think we had him going at like 18. Kind of we were talking
we had
about
him
like
we
in
had
this
him
area.
at 21 to the Steelers, but we
The
made a
Steelers.
caveat like, hey,
That's right.
very good chance somebody trades up here
Yeah.
to make this
I mean,
pick.
we kind of knew that he was going to go in his first round. Now, I didn't think it would be this early for sure. But
These
we
comments
kinda
are
were
funny.
in that range.
They're like, who the hell did the Dolphins take? Are they
Yeah,
canceled?
what happened?
Yeah, who did the Dolphins
So,
take?
yeah.
Yeah, Jake Glazer just raising hell, man.
You gotta follow. Make sure I'm following Glazer. So
Yeah, are the Dolphins just ever going to pick? Like, what is going on here?
Maybe,
So-
yeah.
So
Are they
Glazer's
not
tweet
allowed?
said the Rams are drafting QB Ty Simpson with the 13th pick. Sean McVay actually told Matthew Stafford today of their decision and made it clear it's for whenever Stafford decides to move on.
I mean, it's a smart move. I mean,
I mean,
I
they
don't
got to.
know.
That
I don't know my
roster's too
opinion
good.
one way or the other on Simpson, but just in terms of drafting a quarterback that you can develop under Stafford when the time comes, you're not pushing Stafford out the door, but you're also making sure you're prepared.
You know
Right.
who's probably pissed is probably the Cardinals if they actually liked him as much as
Yeah.
people were saying.
Yeah, go ahead and talk
I
about
would
that a
take
little
some-
bit, Dustin. You talked about that in the mock draft, but you had heard that the Cardinals were a pretty good chance
Yeah.
to trade up and try to get him.
Right. Like Daniel Jeremiah is probably plugged in just as about as anyone in the draft world, and that was like his main oh, look at this. So
I think that was
interesting.
somebody's bold take today too, that the Cardinals were going to trade back up and try and take Ty Simpson.
It was said so much it wasn't bold, which made it unrealistic anyways. Obviously, well, the Rams were just laughing the whole time, but still.
Obviously. Yeah.
But apparently the Dolphins are dead, and they are not picking a player. Oh, yes! The Dolphins select with the 12th overall pick, Caden Proctor.
Wow.
There we
Okay.
go.
I didn't want him.
There we Neither did I, and I
that
don't think the
review
Lions
from-
did either.
That review from Nick Saban.
I'm very
was
happy
not
for you,
enticing.
Dustin. I'm very happy for you.
What did Nick Saban say about him?
He just said that he's not a self-starter, and he'll show up probably fat after the offseason.
Jesus,
you'll have to
did
get
he
him-
actually? He didn't say that, did he? Just out of
Kinda.
shape?
He said he's not a self-starter, but once he gets there, he works really hard. And it's like,
Yeah, that's not a Lions guy.
No.
That's not Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes guy.
no.
Yeah, we've been saying that since the jump, right? I mean, we never thought Proctor. Even when all those reports came out, we're like, yeah, this ain't true. This ain't real. No way. This ain't a Lions guy. We don't have to worry about that now.
That's why Colton Pouncey, who first reported that a month ago, I wish he just would have stuck with his take, because he took that away from himself 2 weeks ago or a week ago. And it's like,
He'd be
dude,
looking pretty
you
smart
lost
right
your
now.
you lost your credibility right there.
That too. Yeah.
I mean,
So does that mean the Ravens take Reuben Bain if he wasn't taken by the Dolphins, who we have no idea who they took? Oh, they took the Proctor. That's right.
dude, that is such a Ravens pick. They always get one of these dudes to fall in their lap. Like my buddy, I was telling you guys about earlier, was a Ravens fan. They always get these dudes to fall right in their lap. You know who the last person they got 14th overall was? They got Hamilton at safety. I mean,
Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton. Sorry, it makes me sick.
Well, I am glad with that pick. I am just as excited as you were before you announced it.
I was like, yes, let's go. I didn't want to. I mean, watch him be awesome. That's great. I mean, I don't want to find out. If Nick Saban isn't giving you Brian Branch reviews, I don't need you on my team.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Nick Saban,
I
would give
agree.
Brian Branch probably one of the top 5 reviews that he's ever given a player. So
in between now and the Lions, do any of these teams, you guys worry about taking Freeling?
No, I kind of, man, that's so frustrating. Watch Bain go right to the Buccaneers. That's gonna frustrate me. But
I mean, you got to
I don't
worry
know,
about
Brad
Baltimore.
Holmes go ahead. What was that?
So you got to worry about Baltimore taking them.
Baltimore should take the guard out of Penn State, Lone.
Yeah, but I can't imagine they thought that Bain would be there.
I agree, but you have this gem of a quarterback that you need to protect. I mean, we didn't get Max Crosby, so we're gonna get Hendrickson and Bain. Come on.
I understand that, but for a quarterback who's always out of the pocket, what's the guard really going to do?
Sure, and the hell a lot or whatever when you blitz up the middle, and that's the only way to get to him.
How funny would it be if the Rams end up not taking
That would be
Simpson
funny.
and Glazer's just an idiot.
Well, yesterday he
Go
said he had
completely out the board. It's not Simpson at all. And
That would be
Simpson,
funny.
Simpson ended up dropping.
yesterday there was like I didn't really read much into it, but I'm pretty sure he said something like I got like a little bit of traction. It was like I got this breaking news that I can't say until they're on the clock. So I assume that's what
He's
it
such
was.
a dork, man.
A little bit. Yeah, it's official, by the way. Simpson's the next pick.
It is Simpson.
So they set themselves up for trying to set themselves up for long-term success. Ty Simpson might be the winner of the draft, to be honest with you. What a fantastic spot to be with
Oh my
with those
God! Yeah,
receivers
absolutely.
and Sean McVay believing in you, and oh boy,
Yeah, no, that's a great call, Dustin, because we're talking about it from the team perspective, but from the player perspective, it's huge for Simpson. I mean, there was talks of maybe him even dropping out of the first round, and for him to go 13 to the Rams, and you don't, there's no pressure on you right away.
Right.
Like you got Stafford in front of you for who knows how long, but you got time to develop, and you got maybe one of the best quarterback developers there and play callers and McVay. It's just awesome for him.
Yep. Yeah. And he'll get just about every rep in every preseason, almost every rep in every preseason game.
That's good too. And they so Stafford could play one more year, he could play 3 more years, but either way, I mean, you're just waiting like you're Aaron Rodgers, or you're waiting. You get to see this guy every day. So, and I know the Cardinals were heavily rumored, but like instead of getting coached by a McVay disciple, you just get to get coached by McVay. I mean, come on, it's awesome for him.
What if let's bring it back to the Lions because we're getting closer. What if Reuben Baines continues to fall?
Honestly, I don't think they would take him.
No,
but I would want to. But just based off, so Brad Holmes did his draft press conference like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and someone brought up like his off-field thing where he was driving and this lady died in a wreck or something, and apparently all the teams actually knew about it already, but I don't know, they didn't really ask about the player. They asked about that, and he just gave a generic answer. But just when the beat reporter brought up the name, I didn't really – he hid the glow if he really loved him. I'll put it that way. Like, I didn't get the vibe if he was like, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about this guy. But
gotcha.
Well, they're only 3 picks away. So
what's that, Lawrence?
They're 3 picks away, and I'd imagine I'd be shocked if Baltimore doesn't.
Well, just looking at this right now, the Bucs don't need a tackle. 2 of their 10 best players are tackles, so they're not going offensive tackle. And
what about
the Ravens? Probably shouldn't be going offensive tackle either because they took the guy out of Washington at like 62nd overall a few years back, and he's developed pretty well. And they still have Ronnie Stanley, who has tread on the tires. So,
what about one of the defensive tackles here, like Woods or McDonald?
For the Ravens,
yeah,
it could work. They got options. I mean, they could go receiver. I mean, this board gives them everything they ever could want. Really, I mean, they're probably so happy they didn't trade their pick.
Yeah, I mean, because like you mentioned, they brought in Hendrickson. So, I mean, maybe you put one of those big defensive tackles next to him.
Yeah,
or
there's
Malachi Lemon is still there.
Right, but in their stud defensive tackle had neck surgery, so that's always pretty intense as well. So, yeah. Rams picks in on the TV, so just waiting to see what the Ravens do, who seem to always get a fun player to fall right to them. Whether it was Tyler Linderbaum a few years back who they lost, or Kyle Hamilton, and a lot of good players over the years. Just seems to be a Ravens specialty.
What do you think about the guard from Penn State? Not necessarily for Baltimore, but I'm thinking more of the Lions. But what do you think, Dustin? If he's there, do you think that's a possibility?
If they have a first-round grade on him, I mean, I assume they only have like a handful, probably only a couple remaining. I mean, if you have a first-round grade on him, pop him at left guard. You got,
Ratledge at right.
Ratledge, thank you, at right. You got Penne at left, right beside this Penn State kid, Lone. I mean, I think it could really work out well. Never mind. The Ravens with the 14th overall pick in the draft and the most obvious pick this whole entire mock draft cycle take Lonane from Penn State.
There we go.
So
Well,
they took the guard.
like a good thing I talked about it right in time.
Yeah.
Well, that takes him off the board. Penn State guard only to the Baltimore Ravens.
I think you guys are going to get Freeling. I think that's kind of been like almost like a chalk Detroit pick. Like that's the one name like the 97-1 guys have all been talking about. They all want him.
We did it in our mock draft. And,
right.
a bunch
He's
of different
more than
mock
likely
drafts.
gonna be there.
So my Ravens friend just texted me and said, I got what I wanted. I wanted Inone. And I'm just like, of course you did. Ravens always get what they want.
Even if they have to go back on a deal in the 11th hour, they
Right.
always get what they want.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens.
He's
Man.
going to open up some holes for Derrick Henry.
Like I said, the Raiders would have got this kid probably. I think this would have been the Raiders pick as well. And they would have got another first-round pick. How do you think they're feeling right now?
Yeah, they got to be pissed. They were pissed in the moment, and I'm sure it's just increasing as the
They
draft
know
goes.
They knew they were getting
More and more.
Mendoza no matter what. It's just like, oh, come on, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. They're no question. They're pissed, but as they should be. I mean,
I hope nobody trades with them the whole entire
as they
draft.
should be.
They deserve no fun.
They don't need to though, because the guys that they want are just going to fall right to them anyway.
Right in their lap. Yeah.
Oh man,
Dustin came in tonight just really, really salty.
No, I'm here for the entertainment. That's all.
Well, it can be salty and entertaining.
You bring the sports, I'll bring the entertainment, and he'll bring the Michigan.
well, we thought the salty was going to be Lawrence.
Yes, we did.
I mean, you were all fire and brimstone in the group chat, like, oh,
Yeah,
I
sure
be crashing
was.
out. Oh my god.
I'll mention it again.
That's my defense mechanism. So I use it to like calm myself, and if I get too excited about one certain thing, then it never happens.
Right. I'll mention it again. Don't rule out Jermad McCoy
For the Lions?
Just don't rule it out. Not because he's an injured player and the fans will cry because there's a pass rusher on the board that they didn't take, but just I'm a little worried about it.
If they take McCoy over Freeling, it's going to be. You might want to avoid sports radio around here for a while because it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty.
Oh, okay, so we got the Bucks up on the clock. They got plenty of options. They could go Kenyon Sadiq. They could go Jermiah McCoy, honestly. They could go Ruben Bain.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the Ruben Bain spot, you think?
What if the Lions go Sadiq?
I don't see it.
It tells me there's issues with Laporta.
Yeah.
Or they're trading him.
Yeah.
Or both. I just don't see it, but
it's just spitballing here, but going back to the Rams a little bit, it sucks that they took care of all their needs so well that they could just, this kid seems all right.
Must be nice,
He'll be in the future.
Must be nice.
And we touched on it in the mock. They attacked their weaknesses, and they didn't hesitate.
Les Snead is no joke. I mean, Brad Holmes is the disciple, but he ain't the master yet.
But think of
Les Snead
the
is top two.
The GMs in the NFC West. John Schneider, the fool over in San Francisco. I don't even like his name.
John Lynch.
And Snead, like those teams, man, like they're playing chess right now.
Don't count out Arizona.
Hey, they got their running back.
That's brutal.
Back at 3.
That's brutal. The Rams look like they could go on a Super Bowl run. The Seahawks just won a Super Bowl. The 49ers look like they're putting one last run together. And then you're the Cardinals, who just got rid of Kyler Murray.
Like that dragon meme.
Marvin.
The last
ones.
ones.
Yeah, exactly. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. looking like mid. You got just all these things. Just man, it stinks.
Well, that's going to be a tough division for them to really compete in right now.
But that's the Raiders too, though. We're giving Raiders all the compliments in the world. I mean, the Chargers are legit. The Broncos are.
But the Raiders are making good moves. So.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they wouldn't
and the
draft
Bucks,
a running back nearly that high, right? Right?
Yeah. Well, the 15th pick's in, and the Bucks
All right,
are
let's go.
Ruben Bain Jr.
There it
I mean,
is.
that's
Ruben
we figured
Bain.
there he
They probably
goes.
didn't expect him to be there. They love those kind of
Nope.
twitchy, fast edge rushers. So I was kind of expecting it the whole time. So
Oh,
once
yeah.
it started falling to them.
Yeah, it's that the in-state guy. What about the Jets now?
Malachi Lemon, I think. Unless the former
I
cornerback.
feel like that's a Jets pick. You
I
got to
mean-
get Geno Smith some more weapons.
You got a former cornerback at head coach. I mean, maybe he sees the ability, even though he had the injury, regarding Jermad McCoy, or even his teammate, honestly, Colton Hood.
Colton
I mean, you
Hood.
never know. They drafted a tight end in the second round last year who showed flashes. I think it was Jason Taylor's son, actually. He's pretty. Looks like he has some potential, so I don't see tight end really being an option for him. They took the right tackle last year, 7th overall. So, what's their left tackle situation?
So since we're a couple away here, what's I know we kind of touched a little bit. Let's kind of go back. What's the best case scenario for Detroit, or best pick for Detroit? What's the worst pick for Detroit?
Well, for me, I'll let Dustin go after me. He can look up what he's looking up, but I think Freeling is number one. I think everybody in the fan base will be pretty happy with that, and I think it'll be absolute chaos if it's McCoy. Now, I'm not saying McCoy is a terrible pick. I just don't want to take an injured player when their track record of taking injured players, other than JMO, has not exactly been great. I mean, more free agents and draft picks, but still, it is not a good situation here in Detroit when Brad Holmes picks up an injured player. It just has the track record hasn't exactly been great. So, yeah, I would say that you're talking the high end, Freeling, low end, McCoy. In terms of how the fan base is going to proceed, I would say.
Do you have a backup guy that's just in case, like, okay, so maybe they don't take Freeling? Who else would you want?
I'm not totally against Blake Miller. I know you're not a big fan. I'm not totally against it. I'm also I wouldn't mind Kedrick Falk is finally getting an end opposite of Hutch, even though you looked at maybe a little bit more of a run defender as opposed to a pass rusher. But I do think it's a position of need. So it would be my Miller or Falk. I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I think Falk. Like if you were going to give a pro comp to him, would be someone like a DeMarcus Lawrence in Seattle. That's the kind of guy that I think he is.
So,
which is solid. Not a great pass rusher, but I mean he'll help against the run immensely.
One thing I want to point out before it gets too late is that the Jets do have 2 top 11 overall picks on the offensive line at tackle. So the only way that a tackle is probably not there is if
trades up.
Someone trades up and takes one. So,
which if the going cost is what 2 5th-rounders, you know,
in the Vikings, I mean, they got decent tackles, but they're hurt a lot. I mean, they could do it. Panthers, they could use a tackle. I mean, even the Cowboys could, honestly.
So if Freeling's the guy, you might want to think about it.
Yeah.
Doing what Dallas did. Moving up one spot.
My friend who follows the draft did mention that he's only really played left tackle, but he's still early in his development, so I don't really see a reason why he can't play right if they want to put Penny at left.
Freeling. Or they can just keep Penny at right. But do you think they're pretty
I think Penny wants it.
Fast on moving to the left?
I think Penny wants it. It's kind of like the guy in the Tampa Bay Bucks, who's one of the 5 best offensive tackles in football. 3 best, honestly. But, yeah, he started his career at right tackle for them, and he transitioned over to left after they lost a veteran, kind of like Taylor Decker. So I think that's what he wants. And when you have Penny Sewell, you give him what he wants.
Give him what he wants, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't blame them for that.
Mm-mm.
It looks like it's been pretty consensus that it's a perfect situation for Ty Simpson in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Yeah. He
On
made
all
out.
these, everyone that I've seen commented like, "Oh my God, how perfect is that?"
It's awesome. If he sucks, it's all his fault.
Oh, I'm seeing the pick
Okay,
Ben. You want to go ahead?
there we go. Finally,
There you go.
the Jets with the 16th overall pick do go tight end, and they do take Kenyon Sadiq.
Okay.
There you go.
I
Okay.
kinda
Here we go.
I like it from a 2 tight end perspective. Like I said, I gotta look at the other guy's name, but I drafted him in Dynasty last year, and I liked it what I saw from a developmental perspective.
But I think Sadiq's size lends. I mean, you could split him out as a wide receiver. Like
Yeah,
he's a
exactly.
playmaker.
Mason Taylor, Jason Taylor's son. Yeah, no, I liked what I saw from him in the few games of the Jets that I suffered watching.
Well, here we go, Dustin. It's time. It's the time.
It is time.
17th pick. The Detroit Lions are on the clock.
They're
Monroe
trading down.
Freeling is there. Yeah. Monroe Freeling is there. Will they take him? What are you thinking, Dustin? Do you think this is a foregone conclusion, or are they going to go somewhere else with this?
Nervous, not gonna lie. I hope so. I don't know. Like I said, looking at the board, you got Freeling. They could go edge rusher. I mean, if they really think that they're ready, they could go. There's some tier 2 edge rushers that are gonna go pretty quick here. You can't roll out Caleb Lomu either.
Oh, the tackle from Utah.
Yeah, the other one.
And you said he was viewed as a more of a right tackle, Lomu?
You okay over there?
I thought it was.
Oh, I'll see you in a minute.
2 tackles. It just basically just says he's a super athlete, but I'm not totally sure about where his versatility is, but he is 6'6" and a quarter and 313, so I'm gonna roll him out. Man.
It can't be McCoy, right? Like
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'll be going to the friend that told me that every year if that's the case.
if it is McCoy, though,
I mean,
it's got to tell us a little something about how they feel about corner right now.
I think it tells us how they feel about the draft board. I'm
That's
kind of worried that all their first round grades are gone, and they're kind of just like, screw it, we're just going to take who we like.
Well, if they take McCoy, does that say anything about what they think of Terrion Arnold's situation?
that's what I was. Yeah, that's what's
For me.
kinda
It tells me that they
weird.
think he has a first round grade on him, and that's the only guy they have left with a first round grade. If they don't have a first round grade on him, okay, but
And if that's the case, then they're probably trying to trade down.
which I wouldn't be opposed to because you don't have a third round pick. I mean, you'd have to go down quite a bit at this point, but 17 is still pretty high. I mean,
You guys could do me a favor
25.
and have them take Falk, and then that would take him off my list.
No,
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to Falk.
I'm not opposed to an edge rusher either. I don't know. I feel like with Larry Borum, I feel like this is perfect for this kid to get that time, and he's not going to be like the Canadian tackle who just never developed. I mean, this kid has
Manu.
Manu.
Yeah, we got a chance to see him a little bit against Trey Hendrickson, and that was a nightmare.
It was great. They won.
Absolute nightmare. Thankfully, it didn't cost them the game or nothing.
Yeah.
What crap was that?
I can't refresh this page any faster, so it's just like load, let go, load, let go. Come on.
It's all you, Dustin. As soon as it pops up, you announce it. And it better be Monroe Freeling, or I'm coming through that screen to punch you in the face. So
I'll take it.
Maybe you guys are going to be the ones crashing out.
like it could be.
I'm prepared for it. With Proctor gone, I feel all right. So
I do too. But I just don't think he was on their board to begin with. But
something went wrong.
Brad Holmes is on the phone, by the way.
He's probably calling picking.
is he making the pick or is he making a trade?
Oh crap.
Who is it going to be? Who are the Detroit Lions going to pick? You can make the fan base happy and say,
Okay, so it's not Monroe Freeland, but it is our second favorite choice. It is Blake Miller, and that is
right.
a lock and loaded starter at right tackle off the bat, 40-plus career starts. Wait, who started 54 games and set a Clemson all-time mark with 3,778 offensive snaps. He's their new right tackle. And another thing I heard about him is he only missed one practice in his college career. I was talking with a friend today, and he
So
said
the opposite of a hurt guy.
Like it was like a broken hand or something. He missed one practice.
Sounds like a lion to me.
Sounds like grit to me.
Sounds like a lion. There we go. Blake Miller, offensive tackle to the Detroit Lions. It is not the offensive tackle that many people thought they were going to go with Monroe Freeling out of Georgia, but instead it is Miller. Ready to go right tackle. And go ahead. You talked about, you said Freeling was maybe a little bit more developmental, maybe wouldn't be ready to start day one, but you think Miller is ready to go at right tackle day one, Dustin?
Yeah, I mean, 54 career starts. I mean, a legendary program like Clemson, that most snaps ever. I mean, plug and play. Let's go. Now Larry Borum can be your OT3. You can do 6 offensive lineman sets, and then you people are saying about guard and everything, but I do believe in the young guards that they have. I am a fan of Ratledge, obviously. Like I was huge on Cade Mays. I did the mock off season projection, and I had him as like the top target on the offensive line. And like I said, Mahogany. I do believe in Mahogany, but if Mahogany doesn't work out, you always will have a guy they took in the 4th or 5th last year out of LSU as a developmental, Miles Frazier. So I feel like they're probably feeling pretty good about their offensive line. And they took Taylor Decker many moons ago at 17th overall, and he was kind of viewed as like this guy with limited upside who could be a decent starter. And I kind of feel like Miller's gonna have that same kind of view from people.
What do you think, Lawrence, from the outside looking in? What do you think about the pick of Blake Miller? I know when we did the mock draft, he wasn't your favorite, but with the way the draft board fell and that, what do you think?
And I think the way the board fell, I think that was, if they weren't going to trade back, that's probably their best case scenario. Even though I'm getting texts right now being like, why are they taking this guy? He's not even in the top 30.
People underrate experience.
Yes.
What was that?
All of these rankings are very subjective. It's going to be to the eye of the evaluator. So you're going to have so many different rankings, evaluations, these guys that are paid to do this. I mean, yeah, you got to trust that they know how to evaluate talent. So I think the Lions have done a good job doing that. I think Blake Miller will be just fine.
He's bigger than I thought he was. He's 6'6" in 3/4, 317. So he's a mauler over there. So I love this for Penny because I know he's wanted to, when he was drafted, he always thought he was going to play left tackle. And, it's going to really, I think, even try to help him reach the next level of his career. Because, motivation's fun. Like, Tristan Wirfs is the other guy I was thinking about who started the first 4 or 5 years of his career at right tackle, transitioned to left. I'd say they're probably the 2 best left tackle or 2 best tackles in general in the NFL right now.
Right.
So.
And if you believe that the Lions need to get back to the, being primarily running team, setting up the pass with the run, you gotta build your line back up. So I think it's a solid pick.
Well, the other thing is when Jared Goff is your quarterback, as much as we know, as much as some of us like him, he's not mobile. So you have to have 2 strong tackles to protect him. And we saw what can happen when the protection breaks down, which it did many times last season. He was just a sitting duck back there many times. So definitely priority. We all thought it going in. Every Lions fan thought it. Like, they got to get a tackle. Yeah. I was very adamant before we jumped on here, and when we talked throughout, this draft, that they have to come out of the first round with a tackle. I was very adamant about it, and they did. It wasn't necessarily the tackle I thought, But Dustin, I think he makes some pretty good points there that he's more of a plug and play tackle where maybe Freeling would have been a little bit more developmental and you would have probably been depending on Bourne to start. Whereas now you can start that first round tackle and be ready to go. And you can move Panay to the left tackle where he really wants to go.
Yep.
And we're ready to rock and roll. And we are ready to rock and roll.
And my buddy who does a little scouting texted me, Blake Miller, interesting. Pure right tackle, fits Lions timeline. He's NFL ready. However, I like at least 3 other tackles more that are available right now. Miller ends up on the ground far too often. I do think the Lions are a good fit, and in a not very good draft, I don't think it matters if you reach a little. But we are still in the Lions haven't been nailing the draft like they were before era. If they trade back there, and they pick Miller in the mid to late 20s, I think the pick is better. He can start right away though, and that's what the Lions needed. So
you can't take that chance.
No,
you can't take that chance.
No, I don't think so either. I think the Eagles would have taken him.
Nick Baumgartner just put out a player comp. He says it's Taylor Decker. So
you knew that was coming. 17th overall pick. Like I already referenced that like 5 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago. That people like big Mauler type style. Yeah, okay, that's cool though. Well, the Vikings made their pick, but do we care to talk about it yet?
Yeah, we can go ahead. We can talk about the pick and then go right back to the Lions.
Yeah. The Vikings go defensive tackle after spending all that money last year on defensive tackles that they cut, and they take Caleb Banks from Florida.
Wow.
Whoa. Caleb Banks.
A tall, athletic D tackle with absurd 85 and 7/8 wingspan. Banks flashed in 2024, but was limited to 3 games last year due to a foot surgery. So
I mean, okay, but I mean, if you're going to draft a defensive tackle, I probably would have taken Peter Woods but again, it's about the evaluation of where they see him as a scheme fit. So
yeah, they lost. The Packers signed one of them, and then they signed 2 defensive tackles.
Well, this goes back to what you were saying, Dustin, where you weren't sure that the Lions might have 17 first-round grades, right? I'm sure there's a lot of teams in that boat, and this is probably get to the point now, and we're starting to feel this as we did the mock draft, where it's starting to get a little dicey. We're like, I'm not quite sure if there's a great fit, for this team at this spot, and you might start seeing, some perceived reaches at this point.
And this offseason to get back in under the cap and all that, the Vikings cut Jonathan Allen after 1 year, and they cut Javon Hargraves after 1 year. So they were D tackle poor for sure. So no real surprise in the position.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a 14-year-old, or did he say 14-year-old Lions fan going to make the pick for him?
Oh yeah, because they're so behind, right? God.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Lions pick, like, what? What are you talking about? They already made the pick.
Yeah, they traded back in. That would be cool, though. I wouldn't mind going up there and making a pick.
The 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Blake Miller, tackle, Clemson.
Okay, that was cool. I just listened to the kid make the pick. That was nice. But yeah.
So let's pull this up real quick, Dustin, because you brought up that the Lions are big on RAS score, right? Well, here you go.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Here's the Blake Miller RAS score. And it's pretty, it jumps out of the page, 9.94.
Look at the hand size. They were never going to take Ruben Bain. Look at that, a 9.75 on the hand.
Do you think Brad Holmes just goes up to, before I even ask you a question, he just sticks his hand up there? Let's see it.
If you can play,
let's see it. Measure it up. Let's go.
I mean, he's a former defensive tackle, right? So he's looking at these dudes and he's like, "Is that guy athletic? Oh, that's quick twitch." It's funny. Yeah. So
get leverage with those hands. I don't know. Small hands. I don't know if he's going to get leverage.
Yeah. So I think Freeling was like a 9.99 on here, so they're basically in the same tier. Pretty crazy how athletic he still remains after playing all those college games and snaps. I mean, obviously he hasn't lost anything, so should be coming in to maul guys over, hopefully.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. You feel pretty good about it, Dustin?
I do. Like I said, if we were gonna go for, you just want to get a starter, here you go. Speaking of Freeling, the Panthers with the 19th overall pick select Monroe Freeling. That kind of fits them a little bit better because they signed Rasheed Walker for a 1-year prove it deal, and they still have that offensive lineman who tore his leg up in the playoffs.
Well, now we see if the information I got was good about Dallas trading back.
And they still have Taylor Moton at right tackle, who's pretty good. They paid Damian Lewis some decent money. They have Robert Hunt, who they signed from the Dolphins a few years back for $20+ million a year. So that offensive line is legit. So, but if you're going to keep someone like Bryce Young healthy, it's probably the best to keep investing in that position.
Yeah. No, good move. Good move, Carolina. I like the things they've been doing, man. I think Carolina's definitely on the upswing.
I do too. Yeah.
A nice season last year, got in the playoffs in
Nope,
a bad division.
we have a trade.
All righty. Oh boy, Lawrence, what's going on?
It's an in division. It's an in division trade. Eagles.
This is the Panthers trade.
Eagles Cowboys.
Yeah. Eagles Cowboys.
Wow.
Trade. It's kind of like when the Vikings.
They were right. I guess they gave me good info.
The Vikings and the Lions did that a few years back. And we talked about it in our mock draft. It was pick 12 and 60 something for 30, 40, and another pick. But fun stuff.
Well, I got the compensation for you here.
Yeah, I'm going to thank him for the info.
Yeah, Eagles get 20 and a 7th. Cowboys get 23, 114, and 137.
Okay.
They paid up for that. That's a Cowboys W right there.
Yep.
Those are 2 4th-round picks, right?
Eagles moving up. Who are we thinking?
Let's go back to the board.
Okay, Dallas. Good deal. Good deal. Now who are you going to take at 23? So I wonder if the Eagles are coming up for what's his face? Falk.
Oh, possibly. That's a good call.
They could be looking at an offensive lineman. What about this? What about Caleb Lomu or this Max and the Max?
Yeah, I mean they might
from
need
Arizona State. This kid was regarded
for Lane Thomas.
Yeah, Max and I can't say it anyways. From Arizona
I can't
State.
say his name either.
He was a developmental guy that people were high on because of athleticism. So if they actually want to have one of these developmental offensive linemen, he could probably be a sneaky pick here at 20 for him.
Yeah, that's not a bad call either.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Thomas has got to be in his last year almost.
Last 2 for sure.
Yeah, Kendrick Falk. I still got Jerron McCoy there.
Oh, you know who the Eagles are coming up to get?
The safety?
Dylan Thieneman.
Okay.
I'm almost thinking it's going to be him because they lost Reed Blankenship in free agency, and they're probably looking to replace him. Thieneman, or it's either him or Emmanuel Warren, the Toledo safety that I love.
Man, that's a really good trade for Dallas. I would have probably taken that at 17, to be honest with you. That would have given the Lions 4 4th-round picks, and they would have been able to move up in the 3rd.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. I know the Eagles.
Would Blake Miller have made it to 23? I'm not sure, but I think I would have taken the risk.
I don't know. I talked about it before. I mean, you got to tackle you like, and if you can get up at 17, man, just take them. Like I don't like playing games when you need a tackle and there's a tackle there you like. I don't like playing games. Just go ahead and
Yeah,
get
I mean, there's a point where you can get too cute trying to do things in the draft, and you get sniped every. I'm with you. If there's a guy you want, you get him.
No, I agree. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying, like, if the Lions had, 4 fourth-round picks, but then again, if this draft's not deep and it's not like it used to be because of the NIL and everything, and a third-round pick's viewed like a fourth-round pick, I guess it doesn't really matter. So the Rams may say F them picks, Lions may just say F them third-round picks, whatever.
Well, you think they probably packaged the fourth and fifth round picks they got and moved back into
Okay.
the third.
This is a theory that I had in our mock draft. So it is a receiver, and it is Malachi Lemon.
To the Eagles?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to move A.J. Brown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
talking-
Well, yeah, because that report said they were going to trade Brown after June 1st.
Yeah. So now they got 2 receivers, that can hopefully give you really good production. I know they traded for Dontavian Wicks with the Packers, so I'd say that's probably their 3.
Yeah, because
So
they
don't
can't trade
really-
AJ. Say they
Go
can't
ahead.
trade AJ Brown now because the cap hit would be too much dead money. But after June 1st, they get cap relief.
Yeah.
So,
It is kind of weird that they went with another small guy, though.
right.
I mean, this kid's 5'11", 192, and he
Because
runs a
Devontae Smith
4.6.
isn't big, is he? He's
He's like 5'9" or
the
something.
same
He's
size.
tiny.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because, yeah,
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we talked. You that's right. You pulled that out on when we did the mock. That's a good call.
yeah, we had Lemon gone though, by this point though, so maybe that's why they're willing to give up so much
Yeah.
value. Holly Roseman will make it up anyways. So
Well, yeah. I mean, he's about to get whatever he's about to get from New England. So
reports are like a 2027 or even a 2028 first. So
I mean, I don't like the guy. I don't like the player, but he's worth a first round pick for sure.
Well, here's something real quick, guys, from Dan Miller. He said, just spoke with Lions head coach Dan Campbell. Miller distinguished himself from a big group. Love his experience with 54 starts, steady production. Will have to earn spot at right side and battle with Borum. Panay moves to left. And then it just, talks about watching on Fox 2 News. But yeah, pretty much everything we talked about, Dustin. Panay moving to left. They liked his, experience with 54 starts. And he's a plug and play and right tackle. So feeling pretty good about it. There's going to be people that are going to say it was a reach and that they should have got Freeling. But I don't know, man. I'm feeling good. I wanted to tackle. I liked what you had to say. Campbell's pretty much reiterating what you said. Ton of experience and plug and play. He's ready to roll. We can go.
That's what they need.
Rock and roll. Day one, we're ready to roll.
They know that this should be their division based off that schedule, based on everything that's been set up for them. They attack needs in free agency as much as they could, because when you have elite players and you pay them, the money runs thin. But they got Cade Mays. They're not going to have to worry about a center. So now I feel like the rest of the draft it's going to be edge, D tackle, linebacker, safety. I guess all defense, corner. Like I feel like the rest of the draft might be all defense.
Yeah, I mean, where else would you even pick? I guess maybe tight end, but
Well,
yeah,
some people
I think it
toss out
probably is
drafting
gonna
like
be
a fourth. Some people toss out drafting like a 4th or 5th round running back, and I'm kind of okay on that.
Yeah, I'm good there.
No, I mean Gibbs is going to be 90% of your running game. So
Especially after Connor gets cut and the Lions pick him up. So
hey, you never know.
Just hope.
That's a very
Just hope.
feasible situation.
Yeah, and then they have the rankings and all that. There's quite a bit of edge rushers that are still like in that top 75 overall rankings. That I think one of them would probably fall to pick what is it, 50, 51 for the Lions, 52. Anyways, yeah, if one of those, I think an edge rusher will fall. If I was gonna make a prediction right now, I think they will go with Dennis Sutton from Penn State. He literally looks like Marcus Davenport clone on measurables. Had 7.5 sacks each of the past 2 seasons. I saw Jeff Risdon predicted that, and I was like, oh, great, he stole that from me, but obviously not. Yeah, so we'll see when that comes around tomorrow night. As for the Steelers, the most
what do we think for the
weird
Steelers?
Yeah.
Well, remember what we
Jesus,
got
who
here?
knows what they're doing?
We picked Ty Simpson for him at this spot, and obviously that's not going
Right.
to be the pick here.
I'm telling you, they think they're legit. We got Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf, and I think they think that they're gonna make a run at it. Honestly, not really feeling that, but
Should just have like Aaron Rodgers come out and make the pick, and
Yeah.
like some theme music and some pyro, and he comes out, I'm back,
Yeah.
and for our 21st pick.
Well, there's some rumors that Broderick Jones had some major surgery or some health issues. I think he's a free agent after this year, and they drafted Troy Falamalu, I think his name is, last year, who's pretty good. So I could see him.
Pittsburgh's pick is in.
I could see him going back to offensive line. I'm not seeing it.
That was fast.
They must have got who they wanted.
Oh, Pittsburgh made a pick, you said?
Yep. Is this guy Stevie Wonder? Why is he moving his head like that?
When you look at those Philly fans and you think about the fan base that's about to embrace you with open arms, what will they love most about you?
Is this guy Stevie Wonder? Oh boy.
I can't get my Twitter to refresh.
I know. I refreshed it so many times in the Lions pick, I broke it, and I had to close it out.
Broke Twitter.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
This is the 4th wide receiver addition the Eagles have made in a little over a month.
Sounds about right.
Mekhi Lemon, Holiday Brown, Elijah Moore, and then Deontay Wicks.
Taylor Wicks was a trade with the Packers.
Yeah.
And then Elijah Moore, he's kind of been falling around the league. He was like a Jets draft pick or a Browns draft pick. Hollywood Brown's been to every team the past 4 years, so they're trying to get some bodies.
Yeah, Wicks, Moore, and Brown are all depth. Lemon's the dude that's going to step in really in Brown's spot.
I'd probably
it's a foregone conclusion he's getting traded then, right? They probably got already something set in stone, you would think.
There was the report out there about a 2027 or 2028 first from the Patriots. So, as long as Mike Vrabel can not be busy for so long, I think they're okay. And the Steelers kind of do the idea that I had for the Eagles, and they take Max out of Arizona State. So they do the offensive line move, and they try to keep that going. This kid's a little bit more developmental from what it sounds like, but he's a massive athlete, and I think it'll probably work out all right because the Steelers don't mess up that often.
It is pretty crazy that all these years later, Vrabel would trade for A.J. Brown and bring him back.
He didn't want him gone. Do you ever see that video?
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
so
crazy. He's finally gonna get him back. That kind of started everything too with Tennessee, with him, actually leaving. It's crazy. It could come full circle for him.
Who did Pittsburgh take?
Max, the Arizona State offensive tackle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so if that Broderick,
there you go, Dustin. Right? We would have had running tackles. I don't think they could have waited for Miller.
No, he would have definitely probably gone here because the Steelers probably could have moved Troy Falamalu, or however you say it. I think it's Troy Falamalu, to left tackle, because it's like I said, Broderick Jones. I think he has some neck issue or something, and who knows if he plays next year. So this is I'm sure they're hoping he plays next year because this kid is way less experienced than Blake Miller. So they probably would have went Blake Miller. I feel good about that. Yeah,
Yeah. So they couldn't.
they couldn't
In
have done that
theory,
trade.
hypothetically, they couldn't have.
Yeah, they
couldn't
wouldn't have been able
passed
to wait.
Pittsburgh. They would have been screwed. So
What do we
guys,
think about the Chargers?
who did we have them pick? Do you remember? In the mock.
I believe.
Did we have them taking a defensive tackle?
Was Caleb Wilmu gone?
We didn't pick. Remember, we didn't pick them because we thought their offensive line was going to be back intact. So
I think he's the one.
remember,
that
we had
plays
that
guard.
discussion.
I can't remember who's the guy that plays guard. But
Find the graphic here.
You butchered that name.
yep,
So what was it? What was it, Lawrence? His name.
When Max Hyanachor.
yeah.
Sure.
He said he was a Nigerian fella. I'm like I don't know. I read that, but regarding this Caleb Wilmu, right here it says he's considered a potential candidate to move inside to guard or center in the NFL, according to ESPN's Matt Miller and various scouting reports. While he started 24 games at left tackle in college, his 33 and 1/4 inch arms and need for extra strength or anchor make him a strong candidate to move inside, especially for a team running a zone blocking scheme. So I probably think that's the pick, but maybe not. What are their biggest needs? Yeah, edge.
Or did we give him the center? I don't remember what we gave him.
I can't remember either. For a team that had so much cap space this offseason, they kind of had a forgettable offseason, honestly. But
Do you think it maybe Keldrick Frock here?
I hope so because I don't want him to fall to. I don't want Dallas to have an option with that. If for me at Dallas, I'm looking at guys like Malachi Lawrence, C.J. Allen, Jacob Rodriguez. Like those would be guys I'm looking at.
trench players have been taken for the last 5 picks. The Eagles are the only one that didn't take one. Go figure. That's a tweet out there. Interesting. Yeah, so the Lions definitely could have traded down.
I'd even look at Cassius Howell, the Texas A&M edge. There's probably a good 4 or 5 guys that I could be okay with here, not named Falk.
What if they double up at safety and just take the 2 best?
Okay,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah. But if I would rather have the
Position value would be
Toledo
damned.
safety over the Oregon safety.
Oh,
But
they're
that's
going
too
Omar.
smart. That's too smart for Jerry. They're not going to do that.
You're right. They're going Omar Cooper because he's related to Amari Cooper. That shit's a lock. I'm sorry. I should have thought of that before.
They're not taking Omar Cooper.
They are related.
Actually,
though. Did you know that?
I mean, they could if they think they're going to trade Pickens.
That's interesting. Former Dallas Cowboy Amari Cooper's, I don't know if they're brothers or cousins or something. I know they're related somehow. Omar Cooper. Okay.
Are you saying that's who they took, or are you saying that they could take him?
I'm not going to ruin your hopes and dreams. I'm just saying that'd be fun.
Dustin.
Do we got the Chargers pick in yet?
Nope. We're skipping ahead too much. That's how forgettable they are.
You started
forgot
talking
that
like you already knew the Dallas pick. I'm like, wait, did the Chargers make their pick yet?
So the Chargers pick is in, and they do go Akeem Mesidor, a 25-year-old with a relentless motor. Mesidor totaled 52.5 tackles for loss and 35.5 sacks over his college career. So falling under the Jim Harbaugh tree of loving production. He's almost as old as Khalil Mack, but I guess it's okay.
Punter.
That one didn't land. Khalil Mack is near the end, but
I heard. I know. I heard you. I was sorry. I was reading something. The fans heard you. They were laughing.
Yeah.
They were laughing in their homes.
So the Cowboys are also getting a 2027 7th round pick from the Eagles too.
Yeah, they were
As
get
part of that
something.
trade.
They're on the clock now, right? Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that fit for the Chargers, though. I think this might start that edge run. I'm really hoping that the depth makes it to 52 because I don't want them to feel the need to have to trade up.
Steven just sent the Raz score in our group chat, so you got it. You got it, Dustin.
What?
In case you didn't have the Raz score, it's there for you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Kidding.
Oh, Steven? Yeah. He's texting me right now. He's super thrilled.
They're terrible towels with the draft here beat Pittsburgh. The Cowboys are on the clock. They'll have their second first round.
All right, Lawrence, where are they going? Who's Dallas picking? What do you think?
Well, if I was going to put money on it, I would say they're probably going to take Falk, which is mid to me. Like I said, I don't think he's a great pass rusher. I think he's a great run player. But I know that they had him in for a visit. So I think that, Jerry's they've got a habit of drafting people that they bring in to visit, obviously. But Falk is my guess at what they're going to do. I would prefer, like I said, either the linebacker, C.J. Allen, Jacob Rodriguez, or Malachi Lawrence or Cassius Howell. Those would be the four guys I would like to have, but I think they're going to take Falk.
What about Zion Young? Do you think there's any thought of him here? The edge from Missouri.
I'm not a fan,
No.
but we're going to find out in 2 minutes and 55 seconds, unless Dustin knows something I don't.
Dustin usually gets it first.
Well, TV's slow, but yeah.
He's got every NFL expert that's ever put a report out there of all time on his notifications, so he's ready.
It's a bad problem. Yeah, you
He's
wake up in
got
the morning
direct lines to each war room.
I wish. Yeah, I would totally sabotage Dallas. No.
So much hate.
No, I just. Yes, that is correct. Actually,
All right, Jerry, come on. Let's go. Make the pick.
Yeah, sometime today, Jerry.
I think they're having some heated discussions.
I mean, that was gonna be a bad joke. Never mind.
Maybe he's thinking about taking Cooper, and they're like, "No, dude, no,
I was
Jerry.
gonna say he's so
Come
old.
on, Jerry, no."
I was gonna say that he's so old that he might, either be taking a nap or having some.
Well, he almost fell at the pre-draft press conference because Bill Clinton was there, and he got up to go and greet him, and he almost fell.
He almost face planted. Poor Jerry.
They both look like they smoked a lot of cigarettes in their day, so that's good.
Among other things.
Well, this became a new podcast. No.
It's getting to that point.
Oh my
I've
god.
been on the air for over 3 hours straight.
That's your own fault. You've only been
I
on
know.
with 2 for
I
us.
know. Did a little Lions pre-draft discussion. Talked all about Monroe Freeling, and then ended up being Blake Miller.
Okay, we got the pick. And I believe it's a guy that Lawrence said he was interested in.
Hit me.
Malachi Lawrence, edge
There you go.
rusher. So, yeah, there you go.
Pretty good
Love
draft for you.
Yes, that is a good first day. That's a good first start or first day start. Love it. Very good. Good job, Jerry. Thank you for listening to the people in the room.
Imagine the last time he watched a college tape. It was probably like Troy Aikman or something.
Well, they had said that when they hired Christian Parker in as DC, that they were going to let him really have a lot of say into who they picked up and with the staff and how to evaluate players. So it looks like that's what I guess they held true to their word.
Well, if they drafted an offensive player, it would have been a mistake, right?
I think so.
They,
Yes.
they didn't lose games because of offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's for dang sure.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
where
very-
are we up here? Who's on the clock here? Is it the Browns?
Cleveland's on the clock.
Okay. Where are we thinking, guys, at this point?
Did any of they went offensive line first, didn't they? Yeah.
That's
So
what
maybe
I'm
they-
talking about.
Maybe they're the former Amari Cooper team that he played with them, right? Yeah. They'll take the cousin or the
There
brother.
you go.
I'm not sure.
That'd be a good spot. That'd be a good spot for him.
Yeah. They need receiver, that's for sure. Maybe they take your guys, one of your guys' guys, KC,
Concepcion.
Concepcion. You guys getting tired yet?
Nope.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I mean, I was at the Tiger game today.
That was fun.
Oh, you got to be white then.
Oh yeah. Had a busy morning. Then had the Tiger game. Then did a little pre-show, and then this.
Got to see the torque bomb to win it.
So you're gonna be mad at me. We
You
actually
left early, didn't you?
So I had to talk my dad into going. And he's older, and he doesn't love going out. But I talked him into going. 'Cause I had
Right.
free tickets. So I'm like, here, what's the deal, Dad? And to me, I've been to a million games, so it's not a big deal. But I'm like, we don't have to stay the whole game. Unless Scooble's throwing like a no-hitter, like we don't have to stay the whole game. It's like, all right, as long as we don't have to stay the whole game. I'm like, all right. And we got there, we stayed, it got to like end of the 7th inning, they blew the lead. Scooble was out. I'm like, we can go. We can listen to the rest of the radio. If they come back, we'll hear Dan Dickerson make a great call on the radio on the way home. And that's what happened. So we were in the car and we just listened to Dan Dickerson. So it's like, to me, it's like people would be like, oh my God, you left early. You missed it. It's like, I mean, I was there. I was there for 2 hours. Like, I know what the atmosphere was like. I know what it felt like. And then I listened to my favorite announcer announce it on the way home. So, and I got, I went with my dad. I went with my dad to the game, man. It was great. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
It was a beautiful day. So yeah, it was a great day, man. It's been a long day, but it's been a great day. So, and the Lions got a tackle at the end of it. So, even if it wasn't the tackle I necessarily wanted.
And the Browns get a receiver. They take your guys.
Is it Cooper?
No, KC Concepcion.
Oh, Concepcion.
So
There we go.
So the Browns end up with a tackle and a receiver, just in the opposite order that I think they were hoping. But this might have worked out better for them because I don't know. how
And
many
now
tackles
your
really
favorite
left.
head coach is on the clock.
I got so many of those. Who? No,
The Bears.
I know.
He just didn't want to say it.
Oh, my bad. I missed
Listen,
the.
if they take the wrong pick, I promise not to take my shirt off. So we're good.
He ain't never
Johnson
living-
doesn't
he's
know.
never gonna
He
live
doesn't-
that
he doesn't
down.
plan on it. He's not making any promises. Might be running around the war room, ripping his shirt off. We got our guy.
Well,
What are we thinking, though, guys? In all seriousness, what are we thinking
about-
of the Bears here?
they have any guards on their team? How about this Texas A&M?
Need a
kid?
center still?
True.
Well, they deemed us. Yeah, didn't we talk about them needing a center since theirs retired?
Did they trade for one from the
Bradbury.
Patriots? Yeah.
Oh, they still have Joe Thuney. That's on me. One of the best. They have Jonah Jackson too. So yeah, they're not bad at guard. Braxton Jones and Jedrick Wills will have a battle for probably left tackle, and they have an all-pro right tackle and Darnell Wright. So yeah, really just center.
D tackle maybe.
Yeah, could be a
They
Peter
traded-
Woods.
They traded away
Jake-
DJ Moore. They might want another receiver to have 3 of them.
Cooper. Oh no, I love Cooper. You don't think he's going
They
to go
still
here? Do you?
have- You know, you still have those 2 safeties out
know
there
what?
too. The safety.
Let's have Ben Johnson levels of fun. I'm going to predict that they go Jadarian Price.
Really?
I don't know. Why not? DeAndre Swift, expiring deal. That 4th rounder was okay, but if they believe in the kid, maybe he can be their guy.
Because I don't think he believes in DeAndre Swift anyways. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
So
going to say the Bears take Dylan Thieneman.
it's a pretty good
that's
call.
a good one.
too.
They lost both of their safeties. So
I'm going to say they take a D tackle. I'm going to say they go D tackle. We all got 3 different picks here.
I'm going to say they should trade down because no one wants to be a Bear. But
Yeah, you got Caden McDonald. Who's
There's
the
some
other defense
players. You
tackle we
got
liked?
McDonald, you got Woods, you got Fall.
Woods, yeah. Christian Miller. Yeah, there's some good ones here,
they
man.
got rid of they could go linebacker. They got rid of Tremaine Edmonds. They could take your boy CJ Allen.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but they brought in Devin Bush, didn't?
Oh yeah, they signed him 3 for 30. Yeah. Still though.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Yeah, I'm going D tackle here. That's my pick. Lawrence picked the safety, Thieneman, and you went with Price, the running back. So
Yeah.
we're all over the board here. It could be anybody for our pal Ben Johnson here.
Tells you how many needs they have. That's why they're going
That's
to
true
finish.
too,
That
right?
tells you why they're going to finish 3rd in the division next year.
It's gonna be flip flop. Although I don't know, Minnesota might
I can get
stay at the
pizza
bottom.
and I can
Stay
eat
I
low.
don't know. The Packers lost a lot of guys. I know we ain't gonna be able to have their graphic up tonight, but that team, they lost like 7 starters, and I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fill all of that, but we'll see.
I do too. You don't get that from the Jets.
Man, guess what? We're only 3 quarters through the draft. This last 8 picks, they're gonna be tough, huh?
It was tough when we did the mock draft, and it's gonna be tough when we do the live draft.
I just
It's gonna
don't
be a grind.
I feel like all these teams are gonna want to trade down, and no one's gonna want to trade up because they're like, yeah, I could probably get that guy at my 2nd round pick, or like
I don't know how people do like late round live streams. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how you do it. You guys never heard of, and guy's not even on the board, and you're talking
Right.
about him. Like I don't know how they do it. Like I get if it's like your job,
right.
like if you're on ESPN or something, but to do it for fun, like I don't know.
You're on hour 3 and you're in the 5th round or something.
Yeah. It's not.
This is fun times, though. This is where the teams are made.
All of our fun's over. We're just
It's where
here to-
Lions trade up, right?
Well, yeah, you
It's where
don't
Lions
know.
Trade up, make it interesting. You never know.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
You think it's time to go to bed, and you think it's time to go to bed, and all of a sudden, Lions on the clock. Oh shit!
If
They might trade up with Seattle. You never know.
Gerard McCoy, falls in.
My
and
buddy's
trade
been
up.
sitting here forever waiting for a Seahawks, and they ain't never going to pick.
Never. They're the biggest lock to trade out. I'll be shocked.
Because we're Super Bowl champs.
So you can take that Super Bowl championship and shove it.
Yeah. I would have things to say, but even Dallas has won a ring more recently than me. So
Yeah. Period. They just
Period.
world championships were a thing, but the 50s aren't here anymore. So
We don't count. Football didn't start until the Super Bowl. We all know that.
God,
We all know that.
of course, that's why the Arizona Cardinals are the greatest team of all time.
Bears pick is in. We'll see if one of us is right.
I'm getting nothing. They all went to bed. They all went to bed.
Wildly 3 different positions and watch us all be wrong. It's not any.
Of course, it'll be like a
Yeah, right.
edge rusher that way you
What's it
picked
be like a
actually.
running back or something?
That's what I picked.
Yeah, you pick Price. Notre Dame.
I joked to yeah. I don't know. They could do anything. Weird team.
What do we got, Dustin?
I'm not getting anything.
Come on. on. Where's your magic Twitter?
The finger just keeps going. Yeah. Oh, and you were right about the first thought. They did go with Oregon safety Dylan Thieneman.
Lawrence has been making some calls, man. They really both have. But
We hit on some. It's been fun.
yeah, you guys have been hitting. Not hit on the Dallas trading up one spot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We've had some good calls. But there you go. Bears take Thieneman safety from Oregon.
A guy that I thought was destined to be a Viking. How interesting that he ends up in a division rival.
Right. And who's next? Buffalo? Oh God, do they take a receiver?
I mean, they traded for DJ Moore. They paid what's his name? He's a good receiver. They paid him like $16 million a year. Shahir, that's who it is.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they could trade Keon Coleman away. I guess they could use a wide receiver 3, but I mean, their wide receiver 3 is basically Dalton Connect. Now, what they could do though is they lost. Where's he at on here? Did I not write it down? I missed it, but they lost David Edwards, I believe his name is, to the Saints for like a 4-year, $60 million deal at guard. So
Really?
they could probably use some interior help. Maybe they're the team that takes Caleb Williams and moves him inside. I don't know.
I think maybe a possibility to take the other safety. I think we did we have him take a safety in the mock? I remember you picked them to take a safety. I can't remember if that was consensus or not.
Was
But
that? Did I have them take the Warren kid from Toledo?
I think that's what we ended up going with.
So that might be the pick here. It's probably a good spot for him.
He's such a solid player, man. He would have been someone that I would have wanted at 20 had the Cowboys not been able to get downs.
Houston trades up 2 spots to Buffalo's spot at 26. The
Oh.
Texans are on the clock. So
Okay.
Interesting. So who do you think the Houston is gone in for here?
So Houston, it has to be defense, right? I'm gonna say Gerard McKay or Jeremiah McCoy, sorry, because they have the same defense. DeMario came over from the 49ers defense, and I think that they're probably going to steal that corner right out of their back pocket because the Steelers are probably not going to be able to pay, or Steelers, man, crying out loud. The Texans are probably not going to be able to pay their other elite corner behind Stingley, which is a really good player. Let me look up his name. I know it took him the second, like 2 years ago. Really good corner.
I know Lawrence.
Kamari Lassiter. So
Yeah.
they could. I mean, they have the depth to where he can sit on the bench as long as he needs.
Well, no, Lawrence, I think in this spot you talked about them maybe taking a D tackle here, improve their. We know the outside rush has been dominant, but maybe they can improve the interior a little bit.
Yeah, I think didn't we? It was either McDonald or Woods that we put here.
I think it was,
And right after that happens, the 49ers are attempting to trade pick 27 from Schefter. So that tells me that the Texans are probably going to steal. So they got picked 26 and 91 in exchange for 28, 63, and 168. So I think I'd rather have 28 and 63, but anyways, yeah. I guess that's why they did the deal.
Yeah, I see the Schefter tweet now you're talking about. So we're going to see some movement now.
Yep.
We were struggling with these picks. All these teams could use like more depth and like starter, and it was like what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, the back end of the mock draft in that first round was tough, man. And I think you're seeing it here. It's just not a great draft, man.
No, it's not. It's deep in a couple positions, but there's not a lot of there's just not a lot of top tier talent.
Guys are
And
staying.
I say that there's still solid players out there,
Oh, for
but
sure. It's just
They're getting paid, you know.
it's just not as deep as it usually is. And then NIL and guys just staying longer, man. Guys are, instead of rushing to leave, they're more likely to stay an extra year instead of going out a year early.
Right?
that's the NIL.
Oh, okay. So I saw this guy in the second round. So I guess okay. So the Texans have taken Kalen Rutledge, guard, Georgia Tech. So I guess like they're just continuing to attack that interior because if you look at their additions on that list, I mean, they signed 2 guards for good money and they signed a right tackle. So maybe they think this kid can play center. I don't know. Or maybe they think
Wow, yeah, that's kind of. I wouldn't have thought they needed to trade up for him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who maybe he's like
Maybe
a
they got-
for the 49ers offense. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they got wind from the 49ers. That can be the only thing I can think of. I mean, in terms of just the board, I mean, it looks like pretty
Nope.
drastic reach.
Another trade. The Dolphins are on the clock. So
Yes.
from 30 to
Our
27.
favorite team.
Oh, 10 hours later, the pick's in. No.
They're going to
Yeah,
take every
so-
second, and then they're going to trade down a spot.
That's interesting. Yeah, so
Who did the Dolphins take earlier?
you think the Bills would want to take this guy since they actually need a guard more than like the Texans, but weird. Who take earlier?
Who did the Dolphins take earlier?
Dolphins took at 12. Proctor.
Right. So is this Omar Cooper Jr.?
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Dang, the trade value is pretty good in these too. The Dolphins moved up to 27, and the 49ers got pick 30 and 90. And I believe the 49ers had some of the weirdest draft capital that I remember writing out. Like, I don't think they had a pick after the 4th, but I don't know if they even had a 3rd. I think they had like 4 4th round picks. So that probably helps them out quite a bit.
Here, let me see. Pull up the 49ers graphic real quick. If my computer wants to cooperate.
Player pool. I mean, I keep mentioning him, but he might just fall out of the first round. Yeah, see
Yeah,
that?
there's not to cut you off, but Dustin, but there's your draft capital from earlier. 4th
Yeah.
round,
So
4
you think
picks in
that-
the 4th round, then nothing in the 5th, nothing in the 3rd, 5th, 6th, or 7th, but they had 4 in the 4th.
Yeah, I remember
Sorry.
that as being weird. So now they'll have the 90th pick, so that'll be probably
That's in the
beneficial.
3rd.
Split it up, yeah.
Huh.
Maybe the Dolphins would be okay taking Jermod McCoy. Like I keep saying them, but like they're a
They
team
take
that's-
Proctor and McCoy, be the Lions' best friends.
sounds like a buddy cop movie, honestly. Proctor and
It
McCoy.
does. That's awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Just make a sitcom about them.
Yeah.
One guy
say,
tries to lose weight. One guy tries to recover from an injury. They're both first-round picks going to a rebuilding program.
their best
in
friend's an
Miami.
alcoholic. No.
Oh God.
It could go dark. It could be a dark sitcom.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could be.
Oh my goodness, it's getting to that point in the night.
Yeah, we're gonna fall asleep on stream.
Jeez, so Pete, both of our teams are done. The Dolphins are up for the 18th time.
Just to be clear, this is why the Lions send everybody home after the 17th pick when they do these, or like whatever their pick is when they do these live events.
Yeah.
If anyone's watching, we're sorry.
Don't be sorry. This is what we do.
Roast the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys had a good draft.
I know it's
Got to
unfortunate.
give it to them.
Yeah.
I love that they traded up that one spot, man. Didn't mess around.
Yeah, no, they went and got their guy. That was a good call.
And then they ended up trading back and getting the value back anyways.
Yeah,
So,
with a division rival, no less.
yeah.
It's kind of funny that both of these trades that have happened where these teams are still going to remain in the first round. They're just like, yeah, we'll take a 3rd. You can get who you want. Which just shows how good a value the Cowboys got, by the way, because they didn't have to give up a third to move up. That was only one spot, but it's that early in the draft. I mean,
Yeah. You would have thought like moving up 12 to 11 would be pretty equal to moving 23 to 20 to some degree.
Right.
You know, not drastically different.
mhm.
But I think Dallas did really good, man. I really do.
Here come
Of course, you know, here it is. The Dolphins taking every second.
Oh.
Just take McCoy. You're gonna take some injured player that nobody wants. Just take him.
Yeah, I want the sitcom now, to be honest with you.
Proctor McCoy.
This is what we're really brainstorming here. So
I will.
I still
It
think
will be
it's-
pretty funny if they take him.
one fat guy is.
I think it's going to be
Proctor.
Cooper.
He likes the
I
eagle.
think so too. It would be a lot funner though if they took McCoy.
And McCoy is like the guy in a wheelchair with a torn ACL that never recovers or something. Knock on wood for his career, but anyways. Come on.
It's got to be Cooper, man.
Here we go. Okay, I heard a little bit about this guy. So the Dolphins do trade up for a cornerback, but it's San Diego State cornerback Chris Johnson.
Oh,
A patient, sticky cover corner, Johnson thrived in both man and zone, allowing just 11 completions with 13 PBUs, 4 interceptions, and 0 TDs allowed last season. So
okay.
they were looking for a corner. We were on the right path, but they said they wanted Procter and Johnson law firm instead of Procter and McCoy sitcom. So here we are.
Okay.
Go. Chris
That's
Johnson.
funny. Procter and Johnson does sound like a law firm, though.
It
That's
does.
awesome.
It does. So 49ers now, right?
No, it's a 28th pick, which is going to now be the Bills.
Oh, that's right. Where did the 49ers drop to?
30.
Okay.
So 5 picks left. Looks like it's the Bills,
I did the same thing you did, fool.
Bills, Chiefs, 49ers, Patriots, Seahawks. So
I hope the Seahawks draft a water boy.
I hope they trade their picks so he doesn't have to get any joy tonight.
What were we thinking?
John Lynch or John Schneider thinks the same thing. But the Bills, who do we got?
Who did we give Seattle in our mock?
I think you convinced us on an edge rusher.
Oh,
Was it Howell?
the edge rusher from Texas A&M.
Oh, Cassius Howell.
Yes.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
He's a Texas.
I
A&M.
kind of made I kind of pushed that one across. I'm like, I like him. I want him picked. So let's take him. But no, you were talking about how, you know, with how they won the Super Bowl with the rotating edge rushers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the way he's falling, maybe they take Falk.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
We're to the point now where we can talk about guys falling out the first round, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
On consensus rankings, the top 8 players are Jermod McCoy at 13, Keldrick Falk at 19, Amar Cooper at 22, Emmanuel McNeil Warren at 23, Caleb Lamu at 24, Avion Terrell at 25, and Caden McDonald at 26. So there's still some guys that were ranked before these picks that haven't came off the board.
You think there's any first round grades left on here on Brad Holmes' board?
No chance.
No chance.
No, there's no way.
Well, maybe
Unless
McCoy.
it's McCoy.
Unless it's McCoy. But I mean, Keldrick Falk kind of has that build of someone that he would like.
That's what I'm thinking.
6'6", 275.
I think McCoy and Falk
And
are
then-
still there. If they fall,
His Raz, no, it's the same as Raz is a 9'10", so falls under that athletic specimen category. Maybe I see some potential.
yeah, if those two guys fall out, now if they took McCoy in like the second round,
That'd be
now
awesome.
we're talking. Like now
You know,
I'm
but
feeling okay.
The first thing, even though Rakestraw was ranked lower than like they took him or whatever, the first thing people say, oh, they're injury prone second round corner. Oh, how cool. So people complain no matter what. But still, I would take him.
I'm looking for value at that.
Oh,
point.
New England just traded into Buffalo spot.
Oh, double
Oh.
trade down. Yeah.
New England.
So the Bills are just trying to collect picks. They got
And their pick is
31
in.
and 125. So
What does New England want?
So the Bills just love trading with teams that kick the crap out of them, like
Yeah,
the
right?
Texans and the Patriots and the Chiefs over the years. Now, I wouldn't, that's fun. Maybe they want. I don't know. Maybe they want your boy Emmanuel Warren.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they're allowed to draft like sports reporters, so Vrabel can't pick Rossini.
I already made a joke earlier. I heard she
I know,
deactivated her Twitter account today. She must have been getting hammered.
Oh, they posted some more pictures of like
I saw that. Yeah.
Vrabel and her like having dinner like 6 years ago.
Did you see the conspiracy? It's so messed up that she named her son Michael because it was his kid.
What?
She has a 5-year-old kid that's named Michael. Dave Portnoy on Twitter was going, what did he say? He's like, I don't even know what to believe anymore. I can believe that this is his kid because who names their fling after or their kid after their fling?
Who knows,
They
man?
took
You want to
Nolan,
talk about sitcoms?
offensive
Dustin.
tackle.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's the sitcom.
They took Lomu?
Yep.
So back-to-back, probably guards, because he's probably going to play guard for the Patriots. So back-to-back guards have been traded that the Bills could have taken. So it isn't Patrick Mahomes, but the Bills could probably use a guard. So that's interesting.
And now the Chargers are. Oh wait, Kansas City's on the clock.
All right. Patriots didn't waste any time. Huh? So what is that? Where they trade? I assume the clock stays the same, right? It doesn't like go back to 10 minutes. Like,
No,
I think
no,
it
no,
resets a little bit.
yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. I never really thought about that.
no. The
You
clock.
make, you make
the
a trade at
clock
the
is
last
clock.
second. Does it reset?
If you make a trade and there's 4:51 left on it, that's how much time you have to make your pick.
I mean, they could view this kid as their right tackle of the future because Morgan Moses isn't getting any younger, but they also have they signed Elijah Vera Tucker from the Jets, and he's extremely injury prone, but heck of a player. And Mike Awananu isn't that bad either at guard. So
Chiefs
I'll be
pick is
curious
in.
how they see him.
Any chance they take Cooper?
Ooh, good call.
If I were them, I would definitely think about it.
Yeah, give Patrick another receiver.
Watch Patriot fans, though. I know we're moving on, but Patriot fans will be like, "Oh, short-armed Will Campbell, I guess, is going to move inside, and Lomu will play left tackle. We'll win a Super Bowl that way."
Well, you think he's going to move to guard, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We got some older, but they have an old right side. Like Morgan Moses is no spring chicken, and neither is that, I believe, Michael Owanawoo. I can't even say it, but anyways.
Yeah, that's my pick, Cooper. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I'll go with
Cooper
it.
or Falk.
I guess he's only 28 years old. Anyways, back to reality.
So a couple of insights. So once the Cowboys got to 23, they were looking to trade back again, but there was no good offers. And then when they took Malachi Lawrence, that's who the 49ers wanted. That's why the 49ers drafted or traded back.
Wow.
Okay. I'll toss out safety again because the Bengals signed the Chiefs starting safety as well. They didn't just lose 2 starting corners; they lost the starting safety as well. So I'll toss out safety as an option here.
Next.
Whoa! Did you guys see this Lemon tweet?
Mm-mm.
So the Steelers were on the phone with Malachi Lemon at 21, planning to pick him, and then the Eagles traded up to 20 with the Cowboys and took Lemon.
In-state crime.
Wow.
So they would have
It
had
goes back to, not to cut you off this, but that goes back
Go
to Lawrence. There's a guy, sometimes you got to move up one spot to go get him so somebody doesn't trade up and steal him from you.
Seriously, yeah, and they would have had a nice little receiving core there because he could have been like their St. Brown's like little slot gadget bug, and then they could have Pittman and DK. That would have been a nice little trio.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
That would have been nice, man. They were already
Oh my
probably
god.
making the graphics.
Okay,
ready
the
to sell
Jets are
season
now on the
tickets.
clock. The Jets are now on the clock. Not waiting for pick 33. The 49ers are out of the first round. So
Wow.
that's pick 30. Oh, and then the 29th pick's in. The Chiefs take Clemson defensive tackle Peter Woods at 29.
Wow. Okay.
So a compact, powerful D tackle. Woods brings great quickness and violent hands through. His play hasn't always been consistent. At his best, he looks like a top 15 player. And the 49ers Jets trade is 30 for 33 and 179. So the 49ers now officially have a 5th round pick, I believe. So
Oh, good for them. I guess the 49ers just don't want to pick today.
well, with having all those 4th rounders and no 3rd, and I mean it kind of makes sense to just move it on down the road a little bit.
What would the Jets want to move up for?
Just to say they have 3 first round picks and cool. No, God, I can't suggest it again. So,
Go ahead. What do you got?
I mean, you have a head coach who's a former corner. You think that he would see the potential in this kid?
And McCoy?
Yeah, but
This would be the time to do it.
watch him take his teammate though. Honestly,
That'd be funny. But this would be the time to do it, though.
yeah.
You know, trade up your 3rd first round pick. Yeah. Okay. Take McCoy at that point. Wouldn't be a bad move.
Mhm. I mean, and they gave away, to the Colts. That's how they got the 16th pick. They gave away Sauce. So
Oh, yeah. What are they dressed all in white for? I know I didn't really like the player that much, but I'm surprised Falk has fallen this far.
Me too. Yeah, I like I said, I wouldn't have been flipping out if the Lions had picked him at 17. So the fact that he's still there is pretty spread.
So going into tomorrow, the Lions have the 50th pick. With the way this board's fallen, I feel pretty good about them getting a good player. I kind of feel like I want to lean. I mean, there's some good edge rushers, but I feel like they could fall and they can move up in the 3rd. I kind of like the idea of getting one of these linebackers. Just looking how things are falling. Like, I know you took Rodriguez for the Patriots pick, I believe, at 31 in the mock.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe he could fall to him. I mean, pair him and
I'd love
Campbell.
that, man. I'd love that. Get a tackle and get him.
I mean,
get
they need another linebacker for sure. I mean, they might not run as much 3 linebacker sets, and I don't mind Derek Barnes as much as most complain about him, but that could be an option for sure.
Yeah, you need an Anzalone replacement. Like
I agree.
you got it. He was valuable. He's valuable to that defense, man. What he could do. He's versatile. Could get in the coverage. could play
Okay,
on.
so we had this pick, I believe, in our mock, maybe not, but the Jets at 30 are taking Omar Cooper, so a guy that we kind of felt like could go there. So they take care of their draft needs with what else do they get? They got tight ends. They're getting weapons for their future quarterback next year. They took Kenyon Sadiq, and then they got Omar Cooper. So, they get a nice versatile defensive end, and then they get 2 skill players for whoever that next quarterback's going to be. So that's pretty good for them.
Geno's the quarterback of the future, man.
No, they're trading up next year for sure. But
They got 3 first-round picks next year, so
listen, we're not in 2010 anymore, okay? Geno's not the future. He's just here.
So they got 3 first-round picks next year, too. So they're going to have
Something like that.
6 first-round picks in 2 years.
And they'll still screw it up because they're the Jets, baby. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Jets.
That's if they can find the quarterback, they could get this rebuild going quickly with 6 first-round picks in 2 years.
they got a hit.
You gotta take it. If you hit on 5 of those 6, even if you miss on David Bailey at 2, because one of those 5 picks is going to be a quarterback, you're good. You're fine. Yeah. So
Interesting.
it's nice that they're drafting weapons, though. I mean, they already got Garrett Wilson, so like I said, I mentioned Mason Taylor earlier, so they got 2 tight ends, Omar Cooper. I think they might have even signed somebody, maybe not, but I like it. And I forgot who's on the clock now. I think it's the Bills.
Buffalo's on the clock. Yep.
Both those
third
back on,
time.
yeah.
And then we finish with the Sea Chickens.
Who are definitely trading out. So who wants that pick?
Maybe the Lions want to pick and come up and get Falk.
Get Falk. That'd be great.
That's expensive. It's probably
that would be pretty expensive at this point. But
whatever.
be a nice pick, though.
We don't have to watch the next couple of days. Bills.
How many spots would that be?
18.
19
Oh,
spots.
19, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
That might be a bit expensive.
Yeah. It's so weird to look at round 2, though, and you got like the Packers that haven't made a pick yet, and the Jaguars haven't made a pick yet, and the 49ers haven't made a pick, and just Broncos. But this 30th pick that was just made, I mean, the same team didn't make the pick, I guess, but it's kind of like a Jalen Waddle for Cooper, which is kind of interesting.
Come on, Buffalo might be trying to trade out here again.
sure he can. Yeah, just keep loading up. Day 2 and 3.
Titans are on the clock. The Bills are out of the first round.
There we go. See?
Imagine being that fan that stayed up and watched this crap. all night.
Oh, that would suck.
Yes.
So the
Or
Bills
being
will,
a Titans live streamer.
or yeah, you've been done for like 3 hours. Like, yeah, we're out of here. Yeah. So
You could have just said, we'll just do the second round. Guys, we're not going to have a first pick, so let's do the second round. Instead, you do the entire first round, and you just keep thinking you're going to pick, and you do your whole thing. You do your whole spiel, and then they trade down again. You just keep moving down, and they never make a pick.
right.
So what do you guys think the Titans would be coming up for?
Well, they took a receiver already, so maybe they want Falk. Maybe they want Bailey or
Could it be the Price, the running back?
Yeah, I was just thinking that, honestly. Edge, running back, something fun.
Jermod McCoy.
Yeah.
Could be too.
Thank goodness that the NFL switched draft picks from 8 minutes to 10, or from 10 minutes to 8, because this is going to be over like right around 11 o'clock, and that's exactly what the NFL draft should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been and the pick is in. So it's been a quick draft.
Props to them for not being commercial. Go hungry
for sure.
dorks.
They could have extended it back to 15 like it used to be. It's just been an absolute nightmare. Moved it up to
6
7 o'clock,
hours later.
you know?
Yeah.
No. Good for them.
Mm-hmm. Not seeing nothing.
Do you think Mel Kiper does any of his work anymore? If he just has people like make his boards for him, like here, just talk about these guys.
Like the late show hosts, he just has
Yeah.
somebody else write his jokes. He has
Right.
somebody to just write his picks and opinions.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
guys,
he
I'm
hasn't.
too old for this. I don't want to do this anymore. Can you just write it for me?
What happened?
Here we
We're talking
go.
about we're
Pick his
we're
own
picking on
favorite.
Mel Kiper.
Yeah, I zoned out. My bad. I was like, what? Yeah, no, that's what it felt like last year when with like Shador, but we
God,
finally
yeah, I forgot about that.
we finally got it right though. So the Titans traded the 31 and they're selecting
They're
Keldrick
in
Falk.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They're selecting Keldrick Falk. So just
There it is.
21 years old, Falk is a high character leader with versatility to impact the game from multiple spots
Yep,
across
there goes
the
Falk.
line. So
There it
Falk to
is.
the Titans.
mhm.
Yeah. But did you have our whole thing on mute there, Lawrence? We just
No, I'm sorry. I'm like,
oh, you're good. I'm just picking on you.
I was listening to Goodell say that Pittsburgh set the record for the first night of the draft.
Bull crap. They didn't have more than
300 and some
275,000. Come on. That was Detroit in 2024. There's a lot of Steelers fans, though, that's for sure.
All right, the Super Bowl chumps are on the clock.
Oh, trade's been announced. I'm just waiting for it. It hasn't happened yet, but we know it is. Their GM was like, listen, we have 4 picks. Like, you guys might as well go to bed.
Thing right here. That's what we do.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the draft capital there.
Rough.
No 4th, no 5th, no 7th. Only 4 picks. So
Yeah, it would. I mean, it would make sense for them to trade back, but it takes 2. Like you got to have a team that wants to come up and get somebody.
I think they might take anything. Like, kind of like what the Bills have been doing the past few picks. Like, they might just take anything. Like, even if like you want us to move down 2 spots and give us like 155 or something. Yeah, 5 of the last 6 picks of the first round were traded. So that's kind of how it felt like when we were doing the mock draft. We're just like, they're really going to pick here? So.
I mean, they could. Maybe the Seahawks are a team that takes McCoy, since they lost Woolen and they don't necessarily need to rush him if he is kind of recovering from injury.
we had Cassius Howell here.
Yeah.
That could be the spot too. I'd say either one of those guys, McCoy or Howell. Makes sense here.
So overall, the Bills sent out picks 31 and 96 or 31, 69 and 165. In exchange, they got 35, 66 and 101. I guess that is I guess that's actually the Titans Bills trade. So they get 3 more spots. They go up 3 spots in the second, and then they get 101 instead of a late 4th or early 5th.
Looks like the Seahawks are picking because the pick is in. So
We have our second running back of the night from Notre Dame drafted.
It is price.
Here's your Kendall Walker. Here's your Kendall Walker replacement. Jeremiah Love went to the Cardinals, and now Jadarian Price will go to the Seahawks in the same division.
okay.
Wow.
Do you want to know who you're taking, or you want to wait till you see it?
Oh, wait.
All right. I won't ruin it
Why
for
is
you.
it so behind?
Because we got Dustin with the magic Twitter ahead of everybody.
Draft ended at 11 o'clock. I don't know what you mean. No.
Yeah, it ended right at 11. You called that too. You said it was
Yeah,
gonna end right
good
around
job.
11. You said maybe 11 or 11 and a quarter, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good job by the NFL, though,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
over the past few years, you go hang out with your buddies or whatever, and you'd be like leaving at like around midnight.
It'd be like midnight.
Oh, gosh, I got to drive home. I got to go to work in the morning. Like, give us the extra time. I mean,
Oh, I
you
mean,
make it
Tom and I
fun.
were talking when it used to be, on the weekend. We used to be on Saturday,
Yeah,
and it was 15 minutes, and it would take all day
All
for the
day.
first round. It was horrible.
I'm not gonna lie though, I love those days because I would take the weekend off. I'd have a cooler of beer. Me and my buddy would just sit and just talk all day and watch.
It's true. It's true. But for us, doing a live stream,
Yeah,
there's no
no.
way.
Yeah, would
There would
not
have been
be good
no
for us
way
to-
we would have been doing a 7-hour first round live
Like-
stream.
for crying out loud, Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are in bed sleeping right now.
Probably right. We're probably right. Hey, wait, there's no more first round grades. Guys, we're good. Everybody go to bed.
We're not trading up.
Nice.
All right, guys. Let's wrap it
Like-
up, man.
Yeah, for the
3 hours, almost on the dot.
yeah
Crazy, man. Good
for
job.
the
Good.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, good on the NFL, like you said, Dustin, man, to adjust it, make it it's a prime time special, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. right on the dot, man. Good, kudos to them.
Yep.
Great job. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Smooth night.
Yeah. And I like the pick for the Seahawks. Knocks off one of their needs. I'm sure they'll draft some more depth on the defensive line later in the draft, and they'll probably take a corner. So they'll fill those 3 holes, and they'll probably be right back in contention. So
I'm sure they will be.
There you go.
good for them.
Well, before we
Yes.
wrap it up, Lawrence, your Cowboys. What do you think about them, and what do you think? What are your final thoughts on the draft as a whole?
Definitely liked what my team did. It was a good first day. Now we'll see if they can turn that into something good tomorrow. They only got 1 pick tomorrow, and depending on if any trade ups or whatever. But I don't know that there were many surprises. I think the biggest surprise was the Ty Simpson to the Rams.
Yeah.
Though it was a surprise, I understand it. Definitely a good move. But I don't know that there was too many surprises tonight.
What do you think, Dustin? What do you think about the Lions pick, and what do you think about the draft overall?
I like drafting for certainty for the Lions. I think that really fits what they need. And you need certain. Gosh, golly, it must be late. You need
It is late.
but at right tackle, they need that stability, and I think they're going to get it. And I like that. And I would have liked to trade it down to that the Eagles trade, but he wouldn't have been there based off the run that just happened after that pick. It kind of reflects how all the talk was, oh, the Lions are going to need to trade up because of the offensive tackle run, when in reality, it kind of started with them or right around them. So
Yeah.
Worked out well. Going into tomorrow, I'm looking forward to with the way the board's fallen. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't mind a linebacker, and we're an edge, and I think there's some really good ones left.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a linebacker or an edge and get the defense going, and I think they'll probably attack that defense the rest of the draft, honestly. So
Yeah, they need to plug some holes.
just like Dallas, honestly, I think both teams are just going to be drafting defenders, just good
Yeah.
bodies.
Yep.
in.
As they should. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. The Lions draft Blake Miller, offensive tackle, Clemson. Gonna be a plug and play tackle at right side for the Detroit Lions, and obviously fill a need. I was very adamant podcast leading up to this. I know Dustin was kind of right on board with that really needed a tackle with Decker leaving. I don't think either one of us were very confident in Borum. We liked him as a backup in depth, but definitely not as a starter day one. And Blake Miller has a very good chance. Dan Campbell said he's going to compete, but I think we feel pretty confident that he's probably be starting day one, or at least that's the plan. Start at right tackle, and the Panay Sewell moving over to left tackle and protecting that blind side of Jared Goff. I think we feel pretty good at what the Lions pick. I know there's going to be some people saying they should have took the tackle from Georgia. People saying that Blake Miller was a reach. That's not our opinion here on this podcast. We feel pretty good about Blake Miller as the pick for the Lions. And this was a lot of fun. We appreciate all you guys that watched us and followed us on this live stream, and hopefully watch some clips that we got going. We'll have clipped out throughout the rest of the week. And I'm sure we'll have our opinions out and different things out for the second round and the rest of the draft as it continues throughout the weekend. But for tonight, that will do it. And that's been the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft live stream for Michigan Sports Entertainment and the MSC Pro Football Weekly Show. For Dustin, for Lawrence, I'm Dan Murphy, and we'll see you again down the road.